it. It feels so good to be back. We're back.
Yes.
We're back. We're back.
Welcome
Happy
back.
New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
am the Marijayne Maven. My girl over here.
Vita, bringing you life.
Hey. And this is Menage with Marijayne Maven. Tonight we have, I'm loving this here. We got Mr. Jones, in the engineering booth tonight.
Exactly.
And he's been listening to me for 9 episodes now, saying that I want sounds and, sound effects. And, so I'm not doing them just myself like I tend to do. Sounds so much better than what I would do. But tonight we are joined by 2 queens here. This is our Pussy Power episode.
Oh, snap.
Yes, pussy power. So once a month, we're going to be having a pussy power focused type of episode. And so that for all you men out there, you don't have to close up and, and say this episode's not for me. It's educational. We can all learn about each other. But from here on out, it's going to be anything that's around good old getting down, breaking backs, sex, however you want to call it, bumping uglies. We used to say that back in the day.
Yeah.
I think we still
Knocking the boots.
Do they still say it? Okay.
There you see, exactly. That was your cue. You did good.
Back blown out. That's my favorite.
Oh,
But,
yeah. That's
no.
absolutely-
Break that back.
Hey. So that's what we're going to be doing, and this is the first one. So tonight,
Yes.
as I mentioned, we have beautiful queens here, someone that I met, wow,
Yeah, I don't know.
3, I haven't been at the BBB in almost 4
I was
years.
going to say about 3 to 4 years.
And it was the
ago.
summer before I left. Or no, it was that year. So
But it
I
was
left.
that summer.
It was like May. It was like May of that year.
Yes,
So
yes.
yes, so we met through your aunt, correct?
Yes.
Hey,
Hey, Auntie.
Hey. We met through her because her aunt and I, we were co-workers at the BBB. Shout out BBB in Sacramento.
You
What's
meet
up? What's
the
up?
coolest people for BBB. Like everybody I've met with you from BBB, I'm like, dang, they hired cool folks.
Look, that's part of the reason why I stayed there for the length of time that I did. One, I was good at my job. I killed for the first month and a half, and then I was like, I don't know. But the people that I met there, they were the ones that kept me going every day. When I wanted to go on lunch and sit in the parking lot and drink a torpedo, just me, nobody else, none of the people that work there still, just me. That's what I did. But so, anywho, I even got to your name. So, would you like to introduce yourself? Introduce yourself.
Yes. So, let me get my mic. So I am Jazmine, and I am the creator and the vision of Sacredgardenroots. Do you want me to go in more with that?
Hey, sure, girl. We having a convo.
Whatever you want us to know.
Yeah, so Sacredgardenroots is something that I birthed. I kind of want to say around my kids was born, 2013 is when I kind of birthed my brand. And what it focused around is just that feminine energy and just showing you that you are a goddess and you deserve to be treated as one. And you don't have to rely on others, you know. So what I do, my products is definitely medicinal herbs.
Okay.
Showing you all the different types of medicinal herbs that have been used for centuries. Herbs are still being used in so many cultures, and medicinally,
We've gotten away from it,
We've
unfortunately,
gotten
but
away from it.
It's coming back. Coming back
It
around.
is.
My mother was an herbalist.
Okay.
Serious.
So
one, too.
yeah, and it's slowly making its way back. I think the internet has a good hand in that.
The access to the information about it. Yeah, I always say, especially our generation, I think we're the ones that are starting to change it.
Right.
Because we ask questions. I think
Yeah.
we were the kind of the first generation to start being the ones that are going to ask those
Ask questions and do research.
Yes, and not just go
Yes.
with what, I love my grandmama, I love my
Yes.
great grandmama, but,
Right.
using egg whites and rubbing it places and may
Right.
not actually work, but
Right.
maybe, you know what I'm saying? Drinking turpentine or doing stuff like that.
Right.
But
Right.
yes, being able to get to what Mother Nature provided for us.
And
Yes.
provided and intended, like she
Yes.
was saying, intended for us to use it was put here for a reason.
Yes, it was.
And
Yes, it
you know,
was.
every
That's it.
and so pretty much going back to that, I want to show people about plant medicine.
Okay.
Okay, so when it comes to the Yoni Steams, that is something that I definitely believe in. It is a natural way to just douche. Okay.
This one's gonna have some questions
I
for
have
you there.
questions for you.
coming
They're technical
from-
questions.
That's fine. I might not have all the answers, but I hope I can answer them. But just coming from, you know, my grandmother's generation, where I would always see in her bathroom a
Oh, girl, I know
douching
exactly what you're talking
kit.
about. The like pink, the
Right,
little pink bag
with the
with the
bottle.
bottle.
And I'm like, oh, what's that?
Yes.
And then,
Scary
you know,
looking thing.
I grew
Doubles
up and
as
then-
enema.
Yeah, and then
Vinegar
that's
and-
all I knew.
Yes, yep,
You know,
yep.
it's all you knew. And
Which unfortunately, how many? I would love to know the percentage of Black women, especially that have had to have a hysterectomy.
yes,
That have had to have something, you know, something that's going on.
that's
Yeah.
happened because of the usage of that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's just not natural.
Thanks, Summer's
and we're
Eve.
not supposed to be putting
Mass
that.
and Gill. Thanks.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
So I just want to give people insight that
Okay.
it's okay
Awesome.
to use natural remedies to heal your body, and it might not work overnight, but over time,
That's
it
what it
has
is.
been proven to work and to help cure whatever you're going through.
Yes, because
Yes.
it's just like you know the cannabinoids, you know,
Yes.
CBD. I tell people all the time,
Yes.
you know, and they go, "Oh, well, it doesn't work for me." And I said, "How long did you try it?"
Yeah, no,
Oh,
totally.
well, I got through the pen, or I got through the
Totally.
bottle of tincture, and I'm like, and how long did it take? Oh, you know, maybe 2 weeks. Okay, great. It's going to take on average 2 to 4 weeks
Yeah.
for your personal chemistry to work with the cannabinoids. You know,
Yes.
I really break it down in kind of like a childish way. I say, just imagine, you know, the cannabinoids going into your body,
Yeah.
you know, and just searching around for whatever ailment or
They
whatever
have
it is
us
that
so
they need to fix.
conditioned where we take this medicine and we're healed
Immediately.
instantly.
Oh, no,
Yes.
no, let's
But we know
not
what
do
that
You
is.
that.
know,
Yes.
so you know, people when you look at holistic care, and I'm going to go into it, but
Yeah.
Yes, we're-
they want an instant remedy. They want an instant
Right.
fix.
That's what we're used
See,
to.
you know,
and
yeah.
that's so you're saying, and I'm with that. Over
Yeah.
time,
Over
is
time.
how this is beneficial.
Yes,
Over
yes,
time.
yes.
It's not that you're gonna do this one time and it's gonna change everything.
Yes, it's not. It's
Okay.
not going to.
Now, when you say cure,
Well, before we get
so,
yeah.
yes,
sorry.
and
Oh,
I,
yeah, sorry, honey.
And
we have
I
another
said
queen over
help.
here.
help. Okay.
Yes.
Before.
Okay.
Keyword before.
Okay.
Black vans pulling up.
Yes.
So,
Yes, our other guests over here. It's so bad. See, this is a room full of, you know, a room full of pussy, excuse me. But this is what happens. We get into conversation, we get all off track. Okay, so I'm so sorry, Queen. We just got her sitting over here. She just, you know. So, yes.
You got to jump in here sometimes too. You know how it goes.
no, but, to introduce myself, I'm Marquetta.
Hello,
Marquetta Herrrera. And I had with Urban Body Tea. Originally, I started with hair products because I'm a braider, long-term braider.
okay.
Been braiding hair since I was 13.
Oh, girl. I wish I would have met you before I cut all my hair off.
Yeah, me too.
Not going back now, but I don't know.
It's just over the time I got bored with just braiding, you know. So I started falling in love with the hair care. So originally, Urban Body Tea was hair juice.
Okay.
Oh, my mom used to make hair
So,
tea.
Right.
So you make hair tea?
I'm trying
Oh,
to get to that
girl.
part. But for now, we got the oils. That
Yes.
I can hook you up with my mom's old recipe.
Oh,
It's
yes.
the real.
Oh, yes. So, with the Urban Body Tea, well, with the herbs, with the hair and everything, I just felt like a standstill. I was just still with the hair. And it's just like, I need to get further. I need to get further. And so, my
Because your
fiance-
purpose was something more. That's why.
Oh, yes. And so, my fiance, he's been heavy in growing in the cannabis industry for a long time. You know, with personal, medical.
Yes.
So with what
Hallelujah.
he was doing, with what he was doing, it was intriguing. You know, I'm learning. I have to help, so I have to learn.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I started to get more into different herbs, learning.
Okay.
More, and I'm just like, oh well, this is what we were naturally intended to do.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
yes.
You get the media that demonizes it so bad. You know, and it scares everybody away. It scares you away from stuff like this.
Oh, I can attest to that
yeah.
because I've said it before. Grew up in Elk Grove, you know, and always grew up with an insecurity about my hair because to me, and I'll be the first to admit this, I remember my mom saying, I was like 7, 8, and I said I wanted to be Marsha Brady. I still love the Brady Bunch.
Right.
But my mom said, why? And I said, because she's so pretty and her hair's long and this and that, which if anybody, knows, if you guys ever seen the movie that they did or the study that they did in the 70s, maybe early 80s, where they gave little black girls, dolls and things like that. And, we've been programmed, to that, which is sad. But another thing that is starting to change.
My dad would not let us have a white doll. It was a fight to have
That's
a
how my
white
auntie
doll.
was.
We was fighting for integration with our dolls. It was like, Daddy, look, it's just, she's still pretty, Like, and he's like, I ain't buying that.
It's
Not my house.
smart. If I had daughters, I definitely would have, I would have, kept to that. I'll say this real quick. The only doll my child wouldn't have gotten is them damn American Doll dolls.
Right.
Wow,
$700 and stuff for them little
Scary.
ugly looking dolls. They are.
scary.
They are. They're it reminds me of like very 1920-ish kind of dolls.
They
Like,
dress like you.
yeah.
and-
Like you wake up in the one time and they just be right here in your face.
Well, I mean,
So-
they give culture though, right? And that's why they're charging so much, because American Doll is supposed to be all the different cultures
Yes,
of
yeah.
America.
really?
So my dad, he was just saying that your culture is a African American or black. My dad say black, I say black.
Yeah,
black
black.
female. So here's your black female doll.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I have an aunt who she wouldn't watch anything to this day, and we're going to talk about this as well. Friends, but till this day, she would not watch Friends because they didn't have no black people on there. But they did. I mean, it was only for a little bit. But she, for Christmas decorations, she didn't believe in white Santa. I don't know how my auntie found.
Oh,
in
my
the
mama
80s.
had black Santas
I don't know
too.
how she in the 80s though
Black
found
angels
black Santas.
Don't
Yeah.
know how they find this black
Black
Santa.
angels,
Yes,
black Santas.
like angels,
We
yes,
have a
like-
black Santa too.
Black
Yeah.
Jesuses
It's
too.
just-
Yes. Now you can find them. Now you can find them more. But
Where?
yeah.
I don't see
You gotta
it.
order
Yeah.
them.
Oh, you got
You'll find
Amazon.
them. Yeah.
Yep.
Amazon,
Yep.
Yeah, I
No,
know
Amazon
black.
is everything. Black Santa over here.
Really?
Really?
For all this
Everybody to
I
see.
love it. I love
Hey.
it.
Look at this black ass.
Yeah.
I always remember the episode of Cosby Show, and if you don't like the Cosby Show because of Bill Cosby, then
What?
you
You're
know
tripping.
I'm sorry. But this was a great episode when he was teaching Olivia. Olivia's like, "How come all the Santas at the malls are different colors and whatnot?" And he's like, "Well, basically, Santa changes to what the ethnicity of the household is." And I remember she looked. It was really funny because this is how kids are. She looked like, whatever. My best friend will tell you this. I can't. This is a random thought, but just thinking about, I used to think that Olivia was the ugliest child. I felt like she looked like a Muppet. I couldn't stand where she had scenes and she would sing and stuff, and I'm like, we get it. Rudy's a teenager now. We get it. Like, I could not stand it.
She's odd looking. Well,
Very.
she was very
She is still-
animated and
Oh, she
cartoonish.
does with her eyebrows. Like, I don't
Yeah.
understand what this is right now, what she has going on, but.
But, yeah,
No, hey,
just saying.
Baby Simone,
We
look,
love
girl,
that. We love her. Now,
look,
though,
do
like,
your thing.
she's-
My boys love That's So Raven. Love it. Okay.
Well, she works
What's the new
that
one is?
face. She's doing those facial expressions still. She
does.
knows.
Oh,
She's,
yeah.
she's no dummy.
Yeah.
She's
No, she does. She
lasted in the
works.
industry because it's, exactly.
She's doing pretty good. I mean, she was just on what was that show? Unmasked, Masked Entertainer or whatever.
Oh, was she?
Yeah, she was just on there. Yeah, she didn't win, which I was like, what? Yeah, she was on there. So I think it was last season actually. But anywho, I digress. That's what we do. You guys know we tune in. So so we have some beautiful women here today that are going to be talking about their products. We're going to be talking their brands, I'd like to say. We're going to get into some mess and talk about everything, as you can see, like what we do. Being that we are coming back from vacay, from winter break, I want to talk a little bit about what I did over break. So what we're gonna do for next is I'm waiting on producer over here. Perfect
Spark and
timing.
salutation.
Perfect timing.
Time.
Ask and you shall receive. So
I didn't even
Oh,
see
ready.
that right there.
Yeah,
No,
see
that's
that
what
real
I'm
quick.
looking at.
It magically.
yes. So we'll pick up with kind of where your journey began. But I did want to give a little shout out to our third guest, who, if you noticed, he's not with us. Chazz, we miss you, boo boo.
yeah, where are
Okay,
you?
spark on beat. He should be. If he's watching, awesome. If not, good, because you need to be getting some rest. Okay.
Yeah, he
All right.
parties a lot. I kinda
No, he's on fire right now.
I know. No,
he's
is.
on
He's on this whole like.
his performance, everything he's doing.
He's
It's
like a triple
dope.
threat.
It's
He's
dope.
doing
It's
a
dope. Yeah,
lot.
I'm very, 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 very proud for
doing a
him.
lot.
And
Going to be at Sound of Art on
Yeah.
Saturday,
Yes,
with
yes.
Janae Lachey
Yes.
and Stuck in a Tree. So
Yep,
go
we're gonna
check
talk about that. Well, she
out.
said it
Yeah,
now, but
sorry.
we're gonna talk about it later.
hey, hey,
Vita, no, it's
plug
okay.
it again.
You know, it's good. Hey, I told her I would. You hear that? You hear that, girl? Get on. What do I do here? I can tag her here. Be like, we just shouted you out. But yeah. So, hello, boo boo. We will see you next week.
Yes.
He's supposed to be coming with some fire bars for our new opening for our show. So,
Okay.
expecting that too, sir. You know, get your rest and
Waiting
get on
on
that.
it. Waiting
Put
on
that
it.
pen to the
Probably
paper.
What he doing? Let's just say that.
That boy, he kicked it. Remember, he's like 22, 23.
Right.
So,
He's like, y'all
you know,
evil.
Yeah, but it's okay. He's living his best life. And now, I have to be motherly. I was like, go get some rest. It's okay. We'll see you next week. So,
better.
shout out. We're also going to have Miss Lacey B is going to be back at the end of the month, I believe.
Oh.
She's going to be coming back and doing her kind of reporting. As I mentioned before, she's like our girl about town, our lady about town. I'm going to be filling us in on what's going on within the cannabis world, at some of the sessions.
Right.
She has some great things going on. I'm pretty sure she just completed or almost completed the equity program. So she's going to be in to share her, her journey as well. So, that's the update there. But we are going to go ahead and
Spark it,
get
blaze
this
it
spark and
up.
salutations. And I wanted to say that the energy in this room
Yes.
is overflowing. And I'm going to have to tell, Mr. Jones over there and hubby, producer, keep me on track because I'm feeling like
Right.
little giddy,
yeah,
little
I got
giddy.
it. Kind of. Yeah.
I wanna go. I didn't realize how
Did
much
you
I
feel
would
that,
miss this.
girl? Yeah, it came
Yes.
over me too. I was like, is this gonna be another 2-hour one?
We can't. So, Mr. Jones, remember you told me on my first episode, I was like, I'm so nervous, I don't know what to do. And you could be like, girl, this is going to be like second nature to you. And it literally is. I mean, I loved vacation, but I definitely missed being here. So thank you guys for being with us on our first episode. Thank you for everybody that's viewing for being with us on our first live episode. I don't know if you guys know, we are live. So, yes, you are our first
Subscribing,
live guest. Yes, please
yes,
do.
all of
Yes,
that.
please
Thank
do.
you.
Right.
Yes. So we're going to get to our spark and salutations. Let me spark it up here.
Spark it up.
And how was everyone's holiday?
But you know what?
Holiday season. How was that?
I will say, we recently got out of celebrating the holidays.
Okay.
And to be honest, I mean, it helps to focus more.
Mm-hmm.
Focus more, help them
I will
to,
say, yeah, I can
you know,
agree. I agree. Because but
with
this,
stress.
we went on vacation, which I'll talk about. We went on a cruise 3 days after Christmas. So the boys knew, y'all wouldn't get no presents.
There you go.
Right.
Like
This is your present.
Yes.
Traveling.
So, Santa, my 11-year-old, of course, doesn't believe, so he always goes,
Right.
when we talk about it in front of his little brother, but bought them phones, which was, they were good, and then they got gifts from grandpas and grandmas and stuff like that. But I was telling him, it's surprisingly, I'll go this way, I was surprisingly stress-free this season was. And I think it was because I think,
Christmas shopping.
exactly.
Right,
Not
right.
worrying about it like, all right, well, let me go ahead and call SMUD and set up that payment arrangement because the boys want this or whatever, whatever it is.
That Christmas mental. Like people
where we're
be
going to
like,
go,
"Buddy,
especially
like,
when you're
you
married,
crazy."
and your families maybe don't celebrate together
The
or whatnot.
Christmas crazies,
Yes.
I call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be a letdown. You know, in
Yeah.
the sense
To
of-
anybody, yeah.
And not just Christmas. I mean, all holidays.
All holidays,
You
yeah.
don't want to be that letdown, whether it's to your kids,
Yes, yeah.
your significant other.
Well, especially when you know the true history, and it sounds like your husband and yourself, you're probably on that same journey that my husband and I were on a couple of years ago. We got into really looking into Komet and doing a lot of research on who we really are, and the truth, and not what we were, yes,
Right,
with the bullshit that's in the books now. So I teach my boys, and sometimes it backfires because they want to question us, and I'm like, what is wrong?
Right,
I told
right.
you they're different.
And you know what? It's okay because I grew up with all that. I grew up with no Christmas like that, no holidays like that. I grew up with that sacred knowledge of knowing who you are as
Was this a choice by your parents or was
my
it
parents,
religion?
no,
Okay.
my parents,
It wasn't
and
something
knowing who you are as a woman, as a goddess, knowing who you are as a king, as a black man, just really being educated. But your children will question it because I did too. And they should, because just like anything, don't you want someone to say, explain?
Yes. Well, what's funny is I didn't, and I feel like a lot of people probably do this as well. I didn't really start questioning until I went to college. Right. Because then in college you were taught to question. You're taught to question. You know, but what it is they teach you this is what we're talking about, and then you have to come up with your own idea. Right. Especially, I say all the time, my husband's degree should have a little P.S. Tiffany as well, because I definitely helped him get that degree just a little bit. Supporting.
When you hear that S
I
from
did
there,
it
he's
through
like
supporting. I did it through supporting, but through sociology and him, taking sociology, I learned a lot about researching and questioning and things like that. So, to know anybody out there, okay, I don't want people to go, "Ooh, she's about to be shot with some lightning," but I just started asking questions about things with the Bible. How does this make sense? So when you start doing that and you start researching, it's a snowball and it starts getting into other things. So, oops, sorry, babe, we're about to pass you up. My bad.
Well,
I was about to text. So so it
it's not.
I can definitely understand, and it plays into that as well.
Oh, definitely.
And so we have a cousin who started that a long time ago. Like, we used to tell him, like, "Were you trying to turn Muslim? Like, what's going on?" And he's a lot of friends in the Oak Park area who are, and he says, no, they don't ever try to, convert me or whatever people think. Right. He says, but a lot of their teachings and what they believe in is powerful and what we should all look into. Yeah. Right. So, having our own and generational wealth and things, and just certain things, what you put into your body. And so
I came up on that message to the black man. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to take everything out of it if it doesn't fit, because it can be a little intense for some people's disposition. But what all things have is something positive in them that you can take away. And so that's what my family gave me from the Quran, from the Bible. It's not that everything is grail, right? Just take what's good.
Yeah.
Let it make you better.
That's exactly it. Yes. And that's what we tell people all the time. I remember we watched, I've said it before, the Zeitgeist. Have you guys ever seen that?
A Zionist?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, yes, it's you guys should really look. It's really, really, really good. It's eye-opening. Yeah,
is it a movie?
Documentary.
Okay,
it's really good.
Oh,
I have heard that.
So if you guys haven't watched it, I've said it before. Say it again, please do. It's good. It's a good starting point, kind of to have you go, oh wait, oh okay. Well, really, it gives you an idea on government and religion and
yeah.
Why are we going to a recession? Who really controls just all that?
I definitely got to watch that.
Yeah. My mom connected to being Rasta the most. So there was just a lot of that, Jah Rastafari in your world. And it really is enlightening too, especially if you are in a green place, So,
like Jamaica,
right?
That was a good. I like that. You just kind of led me.
Well, in
into
Hawaii,
to
that's
talking about
why my mom moved to Hawaii. She wanted to be in a green place, but she didn't want to leave the country. She had what it took.
And that's really green.
She claimed that too. Because it isn't for everybody. Everybody can't go live there. It's just the reality, right? No. And she was like, "Well, I can." And I'm like, "Well, thank you." But right now, I can't. I'm here. I'm in Cali. I'm like this. I'm with it though.
So were you born there?
No, I was born in Berkeley.
And all right.
All right. And
So is anybody in your family, or are you any percentage of Hawaiian at all?
No,
Okay.
I have no native blood at all. But people thought that my grandma was native. They think she was Hawaiian, and she really looked it. So
Well, I was just asking. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard
Creole.
this. If you can prove that you're like an eighth Hawaiian, you have a right to land over there. So I was gonna say, girl, if you don't go ahead and get on that land. So my son, he's a quarter or an eighth, babe. Grandfather. So yeah. So
of a Hawaiian.
So that's less than eighth, all right? I'm not mad.
Of Hawaiian blood.
Okay, so he has to be more. Well, he got him a plot of land, so my son has it. So maybe it only has to be a 16th. I don't know how big it is, but
So he got some.
Reclaiming
And if that's
that
not
land from
completely
them
true, like check me on it.
Baldwins.
Yeah. So, but my son says he has some. So, and I'm like, well, boy, you know what? Go ahead.
Well, that's good because that's a reparation for the native man of Hawaii, you know. And
They do it right.
back from the Baldwin and the sugar plantation owners. They just cop
Our
that
reparation-
land, you know. And
Our reparation, black people in America,
then we don't get.
is legalized cannabis. That's what I believe.
Okay.
They're never going to give it to us. I've said it before. I will say it again. I'm gonna put it on the shirt.
Well, we
Merch
ain't
coming
gonna
soon.
shut up till we
But,
get something.
Right. But I always, when I say it, I always think about Dave Chappelle show when white people got the reparations. That skit. You guys remember that? Oh,
They
girl.
bought shoes and stuff.
So whenever I have
yeah.
people, I'm gonna start telling my guests, bring a pen and paper because I always tell my guests something that they have to leave and go watch or listen to.
I've seen that.
It is YouTube. It's
it's hella funny.
It's hilarious. Okay. So good. You guys have to see it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, really quick, being that we are in our sparking salutations, and look, I'm so proud of you. You're hitting the blunt, not the pen. Look at that.
I was waiting because y'all see me. She was like, "What you doing? Opening like that pen?"
Because she's so
sorry, Mama.
edited.
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
really though.
No,
Jesus,
Mama,
no.
don't.
No more wire hangers. No. So real quick, before we get back into, I wanted to share a little bit with you guys about my vacation time. But I'm going to read our quotes. That has not changed in the new year. So every episode, I have a quote that moves me, inspires me, and it totally encapsulates. Yeah. The show, the essence of the show. So this is from Paulo Coelho. I might be saying it incorrect again, but he is the author of many books, but one of my favorites, The Alchemist.
Oh, I've been wanting to read that.
So pleased. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, like
I was having a conversation the other day, and it came up not with her, but with someone else.
I started reading it again on vacation, and how it related to my life when I first started reading it, it was very significant. It's funny how now that I've seen the growth that I was kind of looking for and things are starting to happen, what it means to me now. Like it's crazy how that book just kind of flows and it
In
means
your life.
it is
It's gonna be
crazy.
throughout your life.
Yes, for sure. So that's always going to be something I think I'll go back to. People that I know that have read it and that read books like that, they say they read it often.
time.
Yeah, they go back to it.
And you could probably pull something from it each time.
Each time, that's what I'm
time,
saying, is
yeah.
different. So one thing I do want to start kind of doing is, like maybe highlighting and really making sure, that I'm taking in what I need to. But
Key
I feel like
points.
that'll come when I'm, when I get to that point. But
The
the quote is, to realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation. Facts, okay? True facts. I tell
You got
people
to know
all the time.
yourself.
We are all a small puzzle piece of this universe, which is huge and vast, and we don't understand it at all. Maybe what's his name? Neil deGrasse, Neil Tyler deGrasse, Whatever.
Tyson.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Yes,
Yes.
the only black astrophysicist. I think that genius. Like
Yeah,
I mean, that should
and
be-
can explain it
he
to
should be
your
a Halloween
dumb ass
costume.
like you think you're a physicist and shit.
he
You're
should
like,
be a Halloween
yeah, I
costume
get
because
it.
that's something for our kids to aspire to be astrophys. Like
Yeah.
dope.
right.
Only person I'll ever like. I've never wanted to watch her. If they would have taught that in school, if it would have hit his voice and his specials, please. I'd have been all into it. I might have been an astrophysicist. And then where would you guys be? So, see, universe, puzzle
Right.
piece. I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
Well, I love him because I already loved physics because it gets so deep, almost ghostly, all this phasing in and out with different small it's just crazy.
Which
and
is
so
all
you love
energy.
it.
Which is
Yeah,
all
it's
energy,
all
baby.
energy.
gets
So what
really
he
into it,
does for you as a teacher, I love it because he simplifies it. Where I had spent hours just reading and trying to okay and go back again, and then here comes this guy and he's black and he's like doo doo doo, and it's like you're good, the best.
Yep.
Shout out to
Yeah, shout out to him. We're going to tag him.
yes,
Quote.
do.
I always say with that quote, it goes, we're all in the same water with different boats.
Yes.
You have to keep that in mind.
Yes.
We're
I
all in the
love
same
that.
water with different boats.
Yes, I love that.
Definitely.
Sometimes we may want to connect to another boat
Yep.
because it looks
Yes.
good over there.
Right.
It look like a party going on. And then you get there and you're like, oh oh no, let me unravel my boat.
Yeah, it's like I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
get
I'll
back,
go back to my boat.
Yeah.
Yes. Look, we are so connected right now because you saying boat just leads into what I did on vacation.
Oh, on the boat.
And what I wanted to get to.
boat.
So I love that. I'm loving that. Y'all are just throwing me little segues.
The boat.
So
Tell us.
yeah, so I was blessed enough to, thanks to my mother-in-law, she will never see this because she's always like, don't put me on no Facebook and YouTube and everything else. And I'm like, okay. So she'll never see this unless I show her. But shout out to her for her 70th birthday. She got 8 of us together. So my husband, myself, my 2 boys, my brother-in-law, and my awesome niece and nephew who are 23 and 24. And we all set out together. It was like, here we go, family trips. But it was beautiful. It was awesome. It was, other than being away and having that reset, it was, as a parent, it was awesome to see my boys be able to, experience that and see the other parts of the world.
I'm happy you're home safe because cruises be scaring me because they
Look,
have issues.
Well, especially when the one that we were on was the one that got into the accident 2 weeks. Yeah, that one. Yeah, like a week and a half. Like it was like 9 days before.
They told you that? That is so scary.
Oh no, girl! I saw because I'm very prepared. I did a lot of research
on the
and
boat
you can find anything on
itself.
YouTube.
Oh, that's so
Everybody vlogs
amazing,
about their
though.
vacation, so I knew the boat itself.
Right.
So
and you should know
Auntie
the
Google.
vessel you're about to board.
Yeah,
You know?
Auntie Google keeps everything. So
Yeah.
I just said Auntie Google. No, cancel.
It's like yes.
Yep, it just pop right up right there. So
What
Auntie
you want,
G
girl?
keeps everything. So we were kicking it one night and didn't go to sleep. So all of a sudden I like roll over. It's like 6:30 to be like, the boys are gonna be up soon. And what do I see? A notification from Auntie Google. And see, I'm sorry, I'm not calling you. Auntie G, and it was Carnival Glory, and I was like, nah, don't. Oh, tell me it's the one that was hit. Nope, it's the one that did the hitting. But what was good, what we found out when we were getting on the cruise ship, it wasn't the captain. It was the harbor master who actually did it. So that made me feel better. So I was like, his ass is
he
fired.
guided
right?
the captain wrong.
He's not gonna be there when we get there. But so we started off in New Orleans. We left here. It was cold. We flew out of Oakland. We got there. The humidity was crazy.
Horrible.
Boom, boom, boom.
We was all bundled up. I was like, we don't take this. I mean, I loved it though, because I like the heat. I love the humidity. I have family from Mississippi, so it reminded me of being there.
I cannot.
I loved it, especially now with this hair. I had no problem. I was ready to go. Just needed to touch up the powder, make sure I wasn't glistening, and got on my way.
I cannot.
So we, had to go have some authentic Cajun food. Had a very good po' boy sandwich. But most importantly, I had one of the best Bloody Marys that I've ever had. It was so good.
On the boat?
This was in New Orleans,
In
so
New
this was the first night. So we were there for a night. Yes.
LA.
Yes. So we then ventured out to Bourbon Street. By that time, I had gotten back to the room, and we had purchased a bottle of my favorite Tito's. So I had this, kind of looks like a mason jar cup.
Yeah.
It's probably about this big that I bought. Filled that bad boy up. I was like, let's go. Let go. So we started walking around. You guys will be able to see some of the videos. We're going to be showing it on, and I might as well kind of shout it out now, our new Patreon account. So if you guys are interested in, some extra bonus things and scenes and videos, some of what from my vacation and other things that I'm only going to share there, then, you can hit us up, and we'll make sure that you have that link. Or it may be here. Producer hubby may have put that somewhere for me to say later, so we'll get back to that. However, so we were walking down Bourbon Street, had my drink, and my husband says, "Oh, babe, look, there's a hot sauce shop," and I was like, "Oh, let's go in there because I love spicy food and hot sauce."
I didn't know that about you.
Yes. Every time we go to Mexico, I come back with something. I come back with some type of hot ass shit, something. Most people are like, most people are like alcohol. I'm like, where is the hot sauce? Yes. So we go in, the lady says, very typical, I would say, Nolans, shop owner. She's very sassy. Her door was open, but yet she was closed. And so I said, "Oh, okay. I really wanted to come in and, be a patron here and purchase something. We're from California. my brother-in-law and my nephew quick with it, and my husband were like, well, she has a podcast, so maybe we can go ahead and shout you out. She says, okay. And I said, she says, you want to try something? I said, yeah. She says, all right, I got something for you. I was like, oh, okay. Shit, you trying me here. She's like, okay, California. I was like, well, bet.
Right, that's what they would call me, California. How did I become California? I have a name. No,
and saying it
California.
with like, saying it just a certain way. Like, okay, well, let's go. So I will share a bit, just say, because that is going to be something that we share. We have an awesome video.
Nice.
But let's just say the shit was hot.
But you look like you could maintain your composure.
I did. I did the whole Whitney Houston sweat there.
Eyebrows sweating.
Hey, what you saw me there? Thank you. Yes, okay. But see, everybody was recording me, so I was like, I was good. What it did is that it hit about 4.5 minutes after I took the bite. First of all, I took the chip and I was like, boom. Like I was feeling something. I was like, my airy self was like, let's go. That ram was coming out. Like, let's go. So I went and just did like this. And she was like, oh, that's a lot. And I was like, that's cool. It's cool. And everybody had their cameras on. Even my mother-in-law, who half the time can't work on iPhone. She had it on. So, I ate the chip and I was like, it's not bad. Not bad. Everybody's this close on me.
Hot sauce is the thing, huh? It's like a little bit of machismo there. Like,
yeah. So my husband's like, you all right? And I was like, yeah. He goes, really? Because you're starting to sweat, right? Just right here. And I was like, it's Then right then, just right on the corner, right there, on either side of my tongue. So let's just say that big ass Mason cup, which probably 36 ounces, I would guess, and it was probably about 22 ounces full with Tito's. Gone. Done. So that's a whole experience. So maybe we'll show you guys on a future episode. Like, it didn't though. It didn't. That's what she said too. She said, you're gonna if you don't feel it now, you're gonna feel it later. And I was like, yeah, I may feel it. I didn't. Okay. I won't be as descriptive, but I had a very easy, very, very easy time dropping the kids off at the pool the next morning, actually. Kind of helping things move along. So
my mom was born in those, if you toured the city at all, what's left of it, it's getting a good rebuild, but there's like classic homes on the edge of Bourbon and downtown. They're those ones you see in movies. That's the kind of house my mom was born in.
Well, for some reason, I kept saying, I feel like I'm on the real world when we were walking down Bourbon Street. And my husband was like, why were you saying that? And I was like, oh, because that's where they were. Thank you. I was like, and I don't know why. I don't know. I had
They did.
Lots of Tito's, guys. Okay, so we left there, went next door. I got a drink that was this big, sucked that down. I remember it was the Octane 2020. When you go to Vegas and they have that one that's kind of like orange creamsicle taste? Yes. Oh, Octane. That's what it's called. It's Octane 180, I think it is. Suck that down. Yeah. Then got a grenade. So if anybody knows about the grenades, got that.
I thought about David from those episodes of The Real World where he's like, come on, be my baby tonight. You remember that? Oh my God, it was the worst. Me and my sister just laughed to this day. That's all we have to say to each other.
I'm trying to think on that.
Yeah. He was with Coral, and then there was a Filipino and black girl on there. I can't remember her name.
I don't know why I'm thinking of Steven, the one that I'm thinking of Steven. I'm thinking of the one that slapped Irene, but not that one.
Coral was the San Francisco one, wasn't it?
No, it was New Orleans with the Miz and David, and I can't remember this other chick.
That's right.
She was really cute. I think she had lupus. She had something going on. Yeah, it was a good.
Irene had lupus.
No, she had Lyme disease.
Lyme disease. There you go. That's right. Who had lupus on?
I think it was I can't remember her name, but she had something going on health-wise that became an issue.
Do you know how many
David
years?
Was a mess.
I love The Real World. I met Eric Nice at Eric Nice.
I love Real World
Do
too.
you guys remember Eric?
No.
Oh, Eric was from the first season.
Oh, yeah.
With Julie and yes, and he was the host of The Grind. I met him in Venice Beach. Aww. I will never forget. And Venice Beach was just getting ready to start the second season. Nice. That's the season that I quote all the time. It wasn't not funny. You remember that? You guys remember? Tammy. Shout out to Tammy.
Oh,
when Tammy said that, yes.
Oh, when they were pulling her clothes.
Yes. And it was funny because you were laughing. But hey, I'm not coming for you, Tammy.
No, not at all.
I'm not at all. Girl, in my head, we are best friends.
Because
so
her
no
jaw
shade,
is
but-
not wired shut anymore.
Man.
So
I love Tammy, by the way. Tammy be letting
I love Tammy.
I love it. I just be waiting for somebody to try her. Just, she pull out that cigarette, the
yes,
I love Tammy.
I just
she
love
is
it.
the
She
best.
tell it like it is.
When she kicked off her shoes and was chasing somebody when they were in Italy, I was like, oh,
Yeah. She ain't
yeah.
playing.
That, man. I don't know why Evelyn, why do you try it with Tammy?
Right.
Girl, stop it.
She's not. She's on to OG. But anyway.
Right? Oh, and OG has something for her, though. So, hey, OG. I mean,
Well,
I have
think what made
receipts.
my mom such a deep person too was coming from New Orleans. You know, I'm going back to New Orleans. Going back to my mom.
So-
Follow me here.
Yes.
Let's go.
Follow me. Got you. So,
and her
boom.
raising me like that. It you know, you talked about boats.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of my time actually underwater, like in the deep. You know, and I talk to people a lot about what's going on in the deep, right? Which is a part of humanity where everything that's ever happened and all that energy still kind of is there. And when they talk about like generational stress and things that we can inherit, you know, from our ancestors, that's the deep, right? So I think about that a lot because when you connect to herbs, right, and you connect to being a woman, then you're connected to back into the deep because that's where all this has taken place for us, and it's what we're feeling, and we're wanting to get back to it because
It's a connection.
it's a connection, and in that place we feel more well and we feel more healthy, right? But we don't feel like consumers who can just be used.
Yeah.
So that's where the holidays and you come back to not over celebrating
Whoa.
is to be able to be, you know, in that place. And
I'm
cannabis
not
for me is all that.
I'm so not following at all. Like, am I high?
Well,
'Cause
yeah, you're
I
high.
feel like we just went somewhere
because
totally from where I'm not.
herbs.
No
They have. I
problem
want to
with it,
get
but
to your Yoni
I was like, was it
Steams.
just me?
I want
Well, I
us
was
to talk
getting
about the
there.
Yoni
We
Steam.
haven't
I'm
taken
sorry.
us
I'm sorry.
Good Lord. I was getting there at first, though.
You can go. Go
No,
ahead.
Let's go. Let's go ahead and just move on here. You know, just welcome to Vita. You know, Menage with Vita. So I'm just gonna sit in the cuts.
Yoni
sit in the
Steams,
cuts. No.
vacations.
So no. Yeah, vacation was awesome. I will kind of share. We'll jump back around to it a little bit later. It's okay because you're doing that, but I'm already receiving text messages from producer over here, so I got it.
Okay, got you.
Got y'all. Remember, Aunt Flo's in town, guys. Don't. Oh, let's not try it. Okay, so shout out real quick. We do have to. I have to, as you guys can see here. We have Monthleaf, one of our sponsors, so I do have to really quickly give my little shout out to them.
Oh yes.
We
Back to the herbs.
Also, we will be coming up. We have an event this weekend, Monthleaf and the Marijayne Maven.
Yes.
We have a monthly cannabis experience for all of you now. It's curated with passion and purpose. And this is going to be create on canvas. We have, I think, maybe four, between 4 and 6 tickets left. So 6 tickets left. It's this Saturday. It's at Gilded Roots Studio in Sacramento. You can find the link at Monthleaf Club's Instagram in the bio. And you guys, we'll give you some treats. We're going to have some flour and some other products there for you to enjoy.
So I got this out of the
BYOB.
box.
We have an awesome artist as well, and I saw the picture today of what is the portrait's going to be. I'm getting down. This is going to be dope. So you guys definitely want that. Start your new year off with this. So
Is it a secret? Can we get a hint at what it is?
it's a painting.
The subject matter. Okay.
I'll show you the picture.
Okay.
Now. So really
I
quickly,
mean, like hint to people,
it's great. It's a good picture. It has to do with cannabis and elevation and artistic ability and creative and putting all those together, and that comes out on the beautiful canvas. So I think the artist did a very good job of putting all that together and having that be factors. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, or if it was just meant to be from the universe, but it works. It's good. So it's gonna be nice. So get together, come on out, with me and Monthleaf. But you ask, what is Monthleaf? What's Monthleaf, guys? I see the box, but what is it? Monthleaf is the monthly cannabis subscription service for Northern California. The monthly cannabis subscription. They offer a variety of boxes that you can customize to fit your preferences. Each box will always have a value exceeding $150. But all you have to do is pay $100 each month. So you're getting a little hookup. Look at you,
Look at that.
Month Leaf, giving that little
This
hookup
came
there.
out of there.
Yes,
Just
it
hooked me
did.
up.
Yes, it
I
did.
need this so bad.
So as you all
Mama,
know,
can
she's
I
not
open it,
normally.
please?
Yes, you may. Please open that. What's in there? So while she opens that, which was in this Month Leaf box, I just wanted to mention, not only do you save money, as I mentioned, by subscribing to Month Leaf, but you get to try new products each month.
Yes.
So that you get to, that's up to 72 products that you get to try each year. That's what that works out to. That's the math really quickly there. So subscribe today at monthleaf.com and make sure to follow them on Instagram at Monthleaf Club. And as always, they have events happening around the city, as they have with me. But also, if you're watching, girl, I did not know that you do trivia. Did you not want me to come because I would win? And then people are going to be like, oh, it's rigged. Because legit, I'm coming. So I'm letting you know now, I'm winning. So she also has, I just saw, Month Leaf has a trivia night. I want to say it's on the 23rd. And it is at Two Rivers Ciders or Two Rivers Brewery. But yeah, so you can find that out on her page as well. And thank you, Month Leaf. That next time is going to come by so much smoother. Trust me.
Nice.
So
It hits well.
does it? It hits well.
It does. It
Okay.
hits
Okay.
well.
And what
Pass
what
it
brand
that
is
way.
that?
This is, you tell me. I don't want to say it wrong. Is it UKU or do you kind of say it?
I don't go. It's not my line.
Uku.
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 If we're messing that up, our bad.
Okay.
Our bad.
I'm just going to go UKU or
Yes.
Uku.
Yes. I like
It's
the
a
box. I like the
CO2
packaging.
oil and it hits real nice.
It's an indica. It's a Skywalker OG.
You don't need to
Premium
go hard.
CO2 oil cartridge. There we
Ooh,
go.
and look at that lightning on there. That's cute.
Yes. So kind of speaking of that really quickly, I do want to give a shout out, and then I want to jump into our pussy power, topic tonight.
Pop that.
Pop that pussy. Hey. Pop that. Man, oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hey, that and you hear for the 9-9, everybody knows exactly what it's about to go down. You hear those right there. But oh my God. Cat be coming. Hey.
Everybody gets to the dance.
That's it, man. Everybody
It's an
out there
anthem.
breaking.
It's an anthem.
Man, butterfly and Tootsie
anthem.
Roll being bent over. Yes. Hey, okay. So the Gonja Game Changer of the Week, I wanted to give a shout out to SacMeds 916. Reason being is because when we went on the cruise on vacation, you weren't allowed to bring any flour. My mother-in-law, I think she made this up. Actually, I'm sure she did. But she said, "Oh, they're gonna have drug sniffing dogs at the before we get on the cruise ship." I've been on a cruise ship before, and I should have known that wasn't true because I definitely would have taken some flour because there was some on the cruise ship. We hadn't even gotten to Jamaica yet, and we was on deck like, that smell. So,
I think
yes.
the drug sniffing dogs are going to be more for the cargo and make sure that there aren't, cartel smuggling.
I think I'm back. Yeah.
Actually, no,
Not the
people
person.
People don't really understand because I used to work for the airlines. The actual dogs are not for marijuana.
We turn this around. There we go.
They're not for marijuana. They're actually for bombs.
Right,
Okay.
Right. And
So people don't really
real
understand
stuff.
that. I mean, they get freaked out, and that just makes you look more suspicious and more crazy or whatnot.
Yeah.
But the dogs are solely there just to see if you have a bomb.
Were you ever there when anybody got caught at the airport?
With
Here?
what?
With anything? 'Cause I know, right. There's a couple. I won't mention names. But there's been a couple local celebrities, maybe some athletes and some other people that were coming into town or leaving town that I know got caught. Leaving Sac International or any of the other local ones too. San Francisco, Oakland.
Yeah, the international, customs is very, very strict. So you can't even bring sausage back.
Yeah, they were serious.
Yeah,
When
they're-
people,
they're
Remember when Whitney
very
Houston was
strict.
smuggling some weed out of Hawaii in her
Yeah.
tampon box?
Right. Damn, she didn't even do it good. That's right. I forgot about that. I just watched the
That's
Bobby Brown movie and they talked about that in there.
Bitch, if you know what's in your purse.
crazy.
Yeah.
But vape pens, just purchase there once you get there.
Yeah,
You
so,
know what I mean?
So we took some with us just rolled up, before
I
we
usually
went.
do. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I know how to travel,
Yeah.
but I take it with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, normally we
And
do.
because
Everywhere
I
else.
have worked at the airlines. I'm probably telling on them right now.
Hey, we
the
educate.
rampers smoke too, guys. So you really have to be careful where you're putting your stuff.
Yep. That's why it's always on.
And TSA will tell you when they're going through your bags. They leave a note, and it says TSA guidelines.
Yeah.
But it's an actual flyer.
We've had that before.
They throw it in your bag. And so if you see that your luggage has been ransacked through, you're like, oh, TSA got me again. I'm sorry, buddy. That was not TSA.
Yeah, that was homie in the back or homegirl in the back. Yeah.
That was not, honey.
Yeah.
That
They got
was
your stuff on right now.
Yes.
Right now.
So you really got to be careful what you put in, what you check in your bags, where you're putting it. You better roll it up in a sock. I ain't gonna tell you my little.
I guess I'm not gonna tell myself shit. I'm gonna travel later this year, but yes, I have my ways. It is never far. It is never far.
That's good info because there's a lot of people I know who want to travel more, but they can't be without their cannabis. They just submit it. They have to have it, and I'm not that person, but. Okay, so people kind of need that deets, you know.
For me, I don't check it in.
Okay,
I keep it on me.
Yep, that's what I said. It's never
That's
far.
me,
That's
but
what I think.
I do know a family member of mine. She checks hers in, and she's never gotten caught with it. And that was before I even worked for the airlines.
Wow.
I keep it on me.
Yeah.
When you're going through that scanner, they're not really checking for marijuana. Guys.
Yeah.
You know, so
They don't care.
they're not.
Well, they probably were just thinking about when they go get off and roll theirs
I
up.
have been in a box that blew particles off of me. It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah,
ever.
that's what they all
That's
do, right?
happened to my mom before. Some type of particle flew off on her. I don't think it was marijuana because we smoke every day, all day.
No, they're looking for accelerant particles.
Yes, it was something else.
In my
that
case,
flew
I
on
was
her.
pregnant, so it could have been a bomb.
They know.
Right.
We ain't doing nothing.
They
Black folks
totally-
is not about
she
to do
was
anything.
Freaking out because she's a serious stoner.
But look,
and she's looking at me like. They caught me. They caught me, and I'm like, Mom, just chill. Just chill.
She telling on herself. She telling on herself and shit. I smoked a couple hours ago. They're like, I don't care, ma'am. I don't.
We smoked on the way.
Right? Look, that's right there. Right there. That's definitely us.
I've been
on
chemical
the way.
test stripped too,
Yes,
like my
they
stuff rubbed
did
down.
that.
But
They
I
did
always
that.
knew none of that was for cannabis.
They
And
did
that's
that.
why I try to tell people.
They
It's
did
not
that to
for
my son's
cannabis.
bottle of
Okay.
sand. He brought back a bottle of
Yes.
sand from Mexico, or was it Jamaica? Jamaica, one of the places we went.
Mm-hmm.
But they were seriously wiped that down and did all this, and I was like, "It's sand, y'all. Like, are you
Right.
serious?" But really quickly, so like what I was saying is about the SACMED. We see getting off topic. SACMED's 916. I just wanted to give them a shout out because their wax helped us immensely
Yeah.
on this cruise ship. So we went and bought a few different variety. We bought some at the locals farmers market, Those little sashes there, a little one. And we bought one from a storefront. The brand is Raw Garden. I will say this. A local one, SACMED 916, blew this Raw Garden wax out of the water. I'm sorry. I don't know what y'all be talking about. I work in the dispensaries and the storefronts. You guys know I do brand education. People all the time are talking about how fire it is. Raw Garden, maybe. I don't know. Maybe like it works different with everybody's chemistry. My chemistry with it though was like, huh? Like what? I was like, babe, can you scrape that out and put something else in there or put something on top of that? Legit. SACMED's 916, shout out. Your stuff was fire, and we didn't eat a lot of it. Now we made it through 2 days at sea. Nothing but the water.
That's good.
Nothing but look. We didn't even see that. We didn't see nothing. We saw nothing. Like
Now,
it was
I
nothing.
have a question about the trip when you were on the cruise. Were you guys smoking like openly during the daytime at the smoke deck? Okay.
Yep. We had a vape pen. We
I
had
did
a
too.
wax pen.
When I went on my
yeah.
cruise, I had a vape pen.
Yeah, you-
I had the
I-
whole
but you
thing.
had your
Oh,
little
in the-
babe.
in
You
the
didn't
casino.
hide.
In the casino, we
I
did well because
still-
we're passing
you
it.
still
So
smell,
a little
has
something.
fake
And
smell.
so
Look,
I
all
would
those
wait
people
till
smoking
after
cigarettes.
hours. I was
Oh.
like, let me just wait till, because I don't know. This is my first time.
Well, look, and let me tell you
Is
what
there a
some
cigarette dick?
what some people choose to do, and it is only one group of ethnic people that choose to do this. Is that a cannabis pen? Is that can you shut up? Like, yes, it is. Why? What? I'm not worried about what you sitting over there smoking that cancer.
Somebody
stick.
asked you that?
Oh my!
Just gonna
Somebody.
say that.
They
Oh, I
asked
would
it
have looked at them
I
like
know you
my
would have.
daggers
I
would
know.
have came
I know
out
you
of
would
my
have.
eyes and
with
just
you.
stabbed
They
them
would've
in the eyes, right?
And they would have kept walking.
You're on this cruise. You're in
I'm not even
nature.
gonna answer you.
Look,
Yeah.
now
You're
later
not
when they
even gonna
walk,
get an answer from
my
me.
thing is I think because I was going to be on this ship with these people for
Right.
7 days, now don't, I had to definitely tell some people
Right.
something, but my whole thought was I was in such a good mood. It was just really positivity, being,
Yeah,
I couldn't really
yeah.
get mad with somebody when I'm sitting here looking at
all this.
the ocean
You're
and
like, God
the
bless 'em,
horizon.
they slow,
yes, and I'm like,
you know?
that's pretty much what else. I was like, well, goddamn, you nosy, and we don't like shh.
And they buy the smoke deck. So it's like,
They're on it. Yes. Oh my God, people, please stop taking your babies to the smoke deck.
That is so.
It is a
nasty.
smoke
Shame
deck
on
for
you.
first
a
off, that's stupid,
reason.
but they have free daycare.
Right. Thank you.
All day.
I stay
You don't have to
dropping
see
off
your
my
children.
twins. Bye.
Right.
You
My
don't have
son
to
gonna
see them.
play.
You don't. They will
Bye.
take them to dinner. Okay.
Wow.
I forgot about them one night.
Oh.
I almost got charged. I got too drunk.
Wow.
I got too drunk.
My 11-year-old.
They know.
My 11-year-old's not the kicking one. My 8-year-old is. So the 11-year-old was like, "Hey, what y'all about to do? I want to go to the room and watch Cartoon Network." So,
Oh, that's nice. You
so
got
we
that.
had that.
You
So
got
because
that.
at 10 o'clock they'd start charging
Yeah,
you
they was paging me.
$6.75.
I was
Yes.
asleep.
Yeah, oh, girl.
They paging me and the thing, you know.
Your baby's in there like.
I got a bang at my door. And my auntie was like, "Hey, looking for you." I was like, "Oh,
That's
can somebody go
hilarious.
get them? I'm gonna call them and let them know it's okay for you to go get them because I ain't gonna make it.
It's not gonna happen, which is why I'm here and they are there. Look, send them down. Let them know. Just take the elevator, get off, look for these numbers. It'll be good.
That's cruise ship
They can't
life,
get lost.
eh?
They can't get lost.
That's
Cruise
that,
ship
that
life.
boat,
Yes,
huh?
That's
Tie
that
your
boat.
boat to my boat while we're all on this big ass boat.
Yes, it was really fun, you guys. I had a great time. But like I said, I wanted to give that shout out to our Ganja Game Changer of the
they are
week
great.
because that local
They kept
business
you lit.
doing good things. If you were ever at a farmers market, I was about to say something. A farmers market, what are we? What's our hashtag?
Farm to spark.
There you go.
Yeah,
hey,
farms
hey,
to
I just want to say, I got to test, our codes. No.
I was paying
That's ours.
attention.
That's farm to smart. So yeah, please definitely, check them out. They have some really, really good stuff. As well, I do want to give a shout out to someone who's going to be a future guest, but another company that we are, brand connoisseur, producer, whatever, cultivator. They are Loud House. Yes. Very cool people. Very, very cool people. We're actually going to go see them perform on Sunday. But they're very cool people as well. Take a lot of time, good customer service, products are really good, and you will learn from them. Like, they're ones that you can really ask questions, and they break it down. I learned a lot from this guy who's going to be a guest, this gentleman. I want to just, put out there like that. So, yes, so we want to talk about what y'all hear, because we just been talking about everything else, all right? So, as I mentioned, this is our Pussy Power episode, and we want to talk about health and wellness.
Yeah.
The wellness of our yoni.
Keeping that
our
yoni
bodies,
healthy,
our
yoni, natural health.
as people, just as people, not just even as women. So what I want to do is I want to pick up and give you the opportunity to kind of pick up where you left off and let us know about your products and your journey. Then we will continue with this, good old convo, and I'll be mindful of time, producer, I promise.
Well, with my journey with the product was, overall, I have high blood pressure, so a big thing with me is I don't like medicine.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, we have to. I mean,
Yeah.
we shouldn't.
Yeah, no.
Is this was it hereditary, or is it just
I mean,
you like the?
we like to say it's hereditary, so we'll say it's hereditary.
okay.
But when you're learning about diet,
Yeah.
Mhm,
then
mhm.
you learn that it's diet.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yep.
not
It's all
hereditary.
diet.
Yep.
Yes. And a natural hardening of the arteries,
Exactly.
just by age. Right?
Yeah.
So how do we keep them
So,
flexible?
exactly. So with that being said, I don't want to do medicine, so I'm like, I got to figure something out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what I started to do more, was look into the herbs, not just for the hair, now skin,
Yes.
now the teas, and
Yeah.
it's just like,
Inside and out.
it started
just-
getting, it started
Okay.
getting real intriguing, because you figure long before, when we first went here, all we had was herbs.
That's all.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, just with the same idea and ideology that the Atkins diet started with.
Yes.
We were hunters and gatherers. We killed it. We immediately ate it. We picked it up out of the ground. We didn't process anything.
Right.
So we haven't evolved as much as we think, as far as from, that caveman or the hunter and gatherer time. So our bodies aren't able to process it. And it's not even that they're not able to, or that will ever evolve to that. I don't think they're supposed to.
No.
Which is a broader message from the, from
Yeah,
Mother
that-
Nature and
Because
universe.
they're not doing it
That's even
efficiently.
deeper,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
sounds
even
good.
with that being said, the book the book I'm reading now is about alkaline diet.
Okay.
And so it reaches back saying as far as, the African genome, we originally were eating, herbs, plants, flowers, and all that. But it's
Put your microphone closer. There you go.
It's
So we get your beautiful voice. There we go.
up there in the mountain, when they came down, of course, taught us new diets. So with the meat, of course, the meat is just causing all kind of destruction within the body.
Yes.
So now with this, it's just like, it's more intriguing. So it's like, okay.
So did we
Enjoy
not eat
this.
any meat at all?
We didn't.
So it was just plant-based and
plant-based.
okay. And that's very interesting. I mean, she's not, African or African, but Suzanne Summers. I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, there was a show called Three's Company way back in the day. I mean, I wasn't even born yet, but it's
Chrissy.
fire. Yes.
Yeah.
She was Chrissy on there. She is 75 years old or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
She talks about how she has sex twice a day with her husband, who honestly looks like he's about 157 years old.
We didn't need to know all that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's cute. I love it. But what she was saying the other day, and her whole thing is that she still eats. She doesn't believe in not eating meat, and she's proof of it. But she just eats organic, meat and that was grown, grass fed, and things like that. So I was just wondering that, just kind of because I believe the same. That I think we should have more of a plant based. My husband's like, we have canine teeth for a reason, and he is. I could be all day. He's like, if you want to cook 2 separate meals, great. But for me, so what I want to at least do is, if I want to be able to give him the healthiest version of it. But
Exactly.
so
Well, I
in
think for
your- in
everyone,
your
it's
research-
going to be different too, right? Wouldn't you say?
But because once again, based on your own
Right. So
body.
what you
Yeah.
start connecting with your body and in your mind, is right for your body, and it will lead you there.
Yep.
There are the Chrissies of the
yeah,
world
yeah.
and,
No, just
and the
plain
producers
devil's
of the
advocate
world
or
who
something.
need to have that meat and that connection to that. And as long as they treat it in a healthy way, it'll work for them.
So are you and your family vegans, vegetarians, or moving that process
Now
towards that way?
we're working on it.
Okay, yeah, it's a process.
I
Well,
like
it's
to say
expensive to eat.
plant-based. I don't
Yeah.
like to say vegan.
right?
Yeah.
But
Because that's a
we're-
whole
we're-
thing. That's
yeah,
like a whole
yeah,
vibe. Like,
yeah.
you got to
But,
all of a sudden become very judgy and, so. Yeah.
Right.
the whole plant based is, it's just originally what we were. That's what we ate. So
Yes, yeah.
More so, we're not perfectly plant based. We're bringing ourselves into this. Just like everybody
Yeah.
else.
Right.
So
It's a modern world.
exactly.
And I would think it would
Exactly.
probably be damaging to all of a sudden just cut it out, I
Yeah,
think,
it
as
is.
well.
It
Yeah.
is.
You need
So
a
you
little
have to
dose of the
Correctly,
poison.
Yeah.
You
You
can
have to
actually
wait.
completely cut
Yeah,
yourself
you
off.
just
Yeah.
have to
You just
have.
have to do it the right way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
You
still
have to
gotta
have that
have certain
substitute.
Are you vegetarian or
I
plant
was
based?
vegan
Okay.
for a while.
That's what I thought.
But you just have to take certain vitamins and supplements to replace what you're cutting off, because you're not going to get that in a vegan diet all the time.
Right.
Like the
enough
iron.
B vitamins.
I mean, you can
Right.
get that, but you have to eat a lot of
the
greens
protein.
per day.
Right.
Yes, the protein.
Right.
I found out in
And-
the last couple of years, I need more protein.
Right.
I
and
can't eat like my husband, who.
You kind of don't need to eat a lot of it. It's just your resources to find it
Yes.
are limited.
Yeah.
So when we talk about like sea moss, me and her are really big
Yes.
on sea moss.
I was asking.
That has over 102 minerals
Yes.
and vitamins for
Wow.
your body.
Yes.
Wow. Do you
Yeah,
guys know
my
that you even
class-
needed that?
My
That's crazy.
classmate used to eat a sea moss
So-
and nettle pudding at lunch, and I'd just be
And
like,
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And that right there
Really.
can just be in itself to help with any condition that you're
And that's
fighting,
something you can use for your outside and inside as well, right? There'll be
outside,
products.
outside
Big
and inside. But then
it's
like
like
me
when
and
you're
her,
eating it, it's wellness.
Right,
You know you're eating
right.
some wellness.
But because I didn't mean to cut her off, I wanted her to get back to her thing. Me and her also relate to. Me and her are very in line. with,
Like-minded.
Yes, very, very like-minded. We're like spiritual sisters. But when it comes to the sea moss too, because it's trending right now.
Yes,
Oh,
like
is it?
everything.
Oh, it
Yes.
is? Oh, I didn't know
Yes.
that.
Herb
Yeah.
thing is trending
Yes,
right now.
yes,
Ever
yes.
since Dr. Sabi or
Yes.
I'm
Yep.
sorry,
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
he passed.
Definitely.
That's when
Yep.
this kind of trend, like how Nipsey passed,
Exactly.
and everybody became
Yeah.
a Nipsey fan.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So now people are on this holistic herb thing.
Oh, but
And-
you have to be careful.
And
Because
you
just
have
like
to
the
be
CBD
careful.
market, it gets
'Cause
flooded.
I know people
the right
that have
products.
bought in herbs
Yep.
Right.
from Africa
That are not
and that are not
at all. Like the hair main
Right,
dude
you
that was
just
selling
get
all that
told
stuff.
something
Like that dude that was the
and
hair
it's-
king or
And
whatever.
you
Yeah. Yep.
wasted
Yep.
thousands of
Yep.
dollars
Yep.
because you purchase something,
And those are vitamins. Those are Flintstone vitamins. Like, you know, crushed up Flintstone vitamins you're taking. Yeah.
There's some Instagram influencers
Or some pieces of wood or
big
something you don't know.
Instagram influencers
Yes.
that people
That are pumping.
ride behind. Okay,
Yes.
and they're selling fake sea moss.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's
Yep.
terrible. They bootlegging the natural stuff.
I mean,
Yes.
same thing with CBD though.
Because it's
So
such
yeah.
a trend.
Yeah,
And
CBD,
people
that's what it
just
is.
want to say they took it. Or,
Oh.
they
We can go on
really
Amazon
are-
right
you know how
now and
trends
probably
are.
find some
Right,
stuff like
right.
that.
Part of it.
Yeah.
they're
So people
wasting
getting bullshit
whatever.
sea
Yes,
moss
they
and
are.
shit.
Yes,
That-
Yeah.
that's
they
messed
Same with
up.
like coconut water and aloe
Bullshit.
water. You know,
Yeah.
Especially
can't
with
get a
alkaline water
Yes.
and pH water.
Oh,
that's
Core
right
water
now,
came out
that's
and
such a
it was like
gimmick.
everybody had
Oh
one.
no, it hits
That's
the
such a
wave.
gimmick.
Man.
Yeah.
That's such a gimmick. You know?
Core water is
So you
good
gotta
though.
be
I remember I
careful.
had that the first time I had it. It was after a weekend of kicking it
But
too hard.
you're supposed
And
to
it
have
was like,
spring water.
Yeah.
Yes, natural. Once again,
Natural-
things that we did.
resources,
Yes,
spring
yes,
water.
yes.
Not when you're looking and you're buying your alkaline water, if it says infused with
Yeah.
vitamins or
Mm-hmm.
enhanced, if it has the word enhanced,
Enhanced, right?
Right.
that is not water.
Yes,
That
that's
is
not natural.
alkaline
Yes,
water. I'm
yes.
sorry, honey.
Yeah.
The bottle's beautiful.
Right. That $2.59 you
get
paid.
some beautiful toilet
Yeah,
water.
right.
Let's just be
Yeah,
clear.
yeah. What
there you go.
what company was found out using tap water? Was it Arrowhead or
A lot of
Dasani
them
or some
are.
shit?
A
Yeah,
lot
it's
of them are.
ridiculous. Like, come on,
It's
y'all.
ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
And so that's
Yeah.
the hype.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
taking natural. They're taking our natural.
Yes.
medicine,
Yep.
And they're making it a money market.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the cannabis.
Yep.
Yep.
Like,
Yep, and
me
taking
and
it
my
from us.
fiance, we bump
Preach,
heads every
sis.
now and again about it, but it's like I say, like the big industries with the legal, like you guys are stepping on. They like to say the street farmers, but at the end of the day, you guys got it from the street farmers.
Yep.
Yes.
So the big industry is coming in, and they are just running this.
Oh yeah, it's and
It's
it's
like,
part
get out
of
or lay
yeah,
down.
and it's that is what was kind of the catalyst for the Marijayne Maven for me creating that brand is because I saw the need for the movement to start. I saw that we needed to have a platform some way somehow to educate us and to be able to provide us the safety and security that we needed to feel to be able to venture into this business sector. So you know that's where
it's getting real rapey. you
That's
know?
where educate
And that's
eradicate.
good.
Yeah.
You're
It
raping
is.
it. you
Well,
know
it's
what I
becoming
mean?
a business. It's a business
Yeah,
segment now.
they're
Now they're
right,
serious. You know,
business, yeah.
before it was all good and it was
Yeah.
fun, but then they were
Yeah.
like, "Wait a minute, what?"
And that's
So,
the thing.
yeah.
You have to be careful because now you got it. Before the industry, Hollywood looked at us as long ago we wouldn't have been paid attention to. A room full of black women smoking weed.
Oh no, not at all.
Right.
Oh, girl, it would have been so many
But-
stereotypes
oh, yeah.
thrown on us, and you
But
know,
now you have them. Well, hey, how you doing? And let's exchange numbers. Now it's a popularity thing. See, now Uncle Snoop is big time. It's a popularity.
yes.
thing
I mean,
because
look how many
now-
brands there are now. I just found out
Exactly.
Eva Marcel from the
Yeah.
face Eva. She has a CBD line. Girl, I ain't never heard you talk about anything.
Exactly.
Shaq's
Thank you.
wife
Thank
has
you.
her own thing going
Yeah,
on.
well, yeah, with her son. I mean, her son. I mean, started a
As an
dispensary. Like y'all wouldn't have said that
entrepreneur,
years.
yeah.
Yeah.
Moneymaker
Yeah,
for
it is.
them, so.
Yes.
And when it's done for the right reason,
Right.
you know, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle, but
But
I feel like, and I whatever that I can do, and I really feel like it's part of my purpose to keep it as natural as possible, to
And
really keep it about the health and
exploitation-free.
wellness aspect.
Exactly. That's
You know,
exactly.
yes, the elevation, the health and wellness.
Exactly.
Move us forward, make us healthier,
Yes.
make us have opportunities to build generational wealth. Like, let's take the plant for what it should be. And, we can't control the corporations, but we can within the communities,
Exactly.
to make sure that it benefits who it should benefit, the people that have the true history with it, where it grew from. So I love that. I love
female
that
plants.
you can relate it. So, do any of your
Okay.
your products just all natural, or do you have any products that are infused with CBD
I
or
bought
the good THC?
About
Or
little testers.
oh, okay. Oh, I like that.
And like I said, my fiance, he grows. He's been growing for a long, long time.
We're gonna have to
so-
talk off site because I am looking for
Peppermint
somebody to
lemon.
collaborate with for
Green
products
orange
creation.
juice.
We'll definitely
So,
have to talk
yeah.
because he definitely needs that.
Silk,
He's a
smooth,
background guy.
silk
He
is-
doesn't like the
Yeah, the front
polite.
face.
He doesn't like it. So
What are your signs, if you don't mind me asking?
we're both Geminis.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
so-
wow, and that's Hey. Gemini power. No, I know I ask that all the time because that's very much how me and
so
hubby are.
with these, this one is just the hair cream.
Man, I could smell. Oh my gosh, that smells so
that's
good. All of a
just
sudden,
Those
it's got the
two are
whiff of
cannabis
peppermint.
infused.
Okay, yeah, I got a little on me. It feels
One
nice.
is orange oil, and that one, of course, is
I like
there's
this.
eucalyptus, there's peppermint.
peppermint.
Smells amazing. So I use it on my locks too. I mean, you're supposed to use it for skin, but I use it on my locks, and there's been no issues. It helps with the dandruff. It helps with a lot of things. It makes it very smooth.
Well, okay, good.
I'm
So
working on that.
I have, as you can see, I color my hair. So I would love to speak with you offline as well. I am so tired of going to Sally's every 6 to 8 weeks and being like, that one didn't work.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go back to Blue Magic to put some moisture in my hair, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's good. Look, sometimes you need that. You need to get that. Sometimes when I'm trying to restart it,
To be honest with you, that's where I started. I used to buy the Blue Magic and take oils and mix it in.
Okay,
And so my clients would be like, well, what are you doing? Can I get something? I was like, well, I'm just buying this and just mixing.
that's
And
fantastic.
so
I
it
love
just-
that.
it
So
moves.
that's kind of how I started. I cleaned my house with essential oils and vinegar. I will admit, because you gotta smell bleach. You gotta smell some bleach sometimes. But anything else, I try to make, by using essential oils. And my husband really bad allergies, and he was in pain and just suffering. And I'm like, you sniff one more. So I just like, you know what? I took some coconut oil. I asked Auntie G. I don't want to pop up here about what essential oil would work to help with, what he was going through. And I took coconut oil and a little bit of essential oil, put it together. He was like, within 5 minutes, he was like, this works better than any allergy pill that he could ever take. So just kind of playing around with what I had and doing that. And so that's kind of what started. And so you were using the products when you were braiding hair, and then then it
And it
grew into all
transpired.
this.
It kept
can't wait to
going
try
because I deal with a lot
That
of
was
clients
nice. I
that
got
have a lot
one.
of dandruff issues, so a lot of eczema. So
Okay.
as I started seeing how it affected, like it helped, I'm just like, okay.
That's
Well,
something.
God, I
That's
hear
something.
you.
Yeah, right?
Because I mean, before
I love
like
that you said that.
I mean, I have a whole list of things that I do. I'm a notary, loan signing agent.
Always got to have multiple streams of income.
Right.
Yes,
Multiple
right.
streams of
And
income.
so
Yes.
It just
Hustles.
it doesn't stop, and it's just like, okay, with this, I even tried to go to school to do ultrasound technician.
Okay.
It was for a long time. I
Yes,
tried,
it
but
is. I was gonna say
I
that's a
just-
commitment.
I never succeeded, so with this, I'm succeeding, and I'm like, okay, I hear you. I definitely hear you.
Oh my
I
gosh.
see you.
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep going forward. So more so, that's what it is now. And what I'm trying to do, same thing with her, is just push that. You got to get the health together to help to have this help. Because a lot of people
Right,
think
right.
it's just supposed to help.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you got to change your diet a little bit.
You
just a
have to
little bit.
work with it.
It might be a
Yes.
lot. You
Yes.
might
Yes.
need to change your
Yes,
diet
a
a lot.
lot.
Let's
Yes.
be
A lot.
honest.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But you can take it in small
Right.
sections.
Right.
How about
Yes.
that?
And
you
so
know?
Yes.
it's like I say with the products, I hope people don't think that, you use it and it's just supposed to instantly work.
Like instantly,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I need you to work on your diet a little bit and give it some time.
Commit
Because your
yourself,
body
yeah,
has-
to a
yeah,
process.
yeah.
So is that
Like,
something
yeah.
that you'll do for a customer? Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So is that something you'll do with the customer? Say,
Yeah.
this is what I think. That'll work well for you.
Yeah.
But I also think that
If you try it this
yes.
way,
So
it could work this
a
way.
little bit of consultation that you're able to do as well,
Yeah.
based on your
Yeah.
your knowledge, which is
Right.
fantastic. You got to pass that down. But girl, make sure you don't be giving away all
yeah.
your knowledge. Know your worth. Add tax. So
Definitely.
and I can definitely attest to that because, like I said, hubby all the time is like, okay, great. How much you charging? I'm like, oh,
Well,
Good karma.
sometimes as ladies, as women, we want to give it all the way. The mother in us wants to nurture everyone, but you got to get that masculine energy. Be like, nah. I
well,
need
yeah,
to
exactly,
get paid. Okay?
exactly.
playing with me.
Because, like you said, somebody was talking to you. Universe, the Lord was talking to you, and it's what you're meant to do. It's not what you're meant to do and go, broke and
Right,
and starve to death and not be able to take care of your family over. It's supposed to be something that helps you. So that's
And
fantastic.
that's what people need to understand. It's affordable.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
affordable, but you just
And people are so put off to, I think, a more of a natural routine, whatever it may be. Is it a diet, if it's skincare, whatever it is, because to eat healthy is so expensive right now. So everybody is so accustomed to being like, oh, well,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that must be expensive. It has, 4 different ingredients that, and these are words that I can actually read. Must be expensive. Can't do it. But
it's time consuming. I'll say that. It
I'll say
costs
that.
you in time. It doesn't cost you in money that
But it's a
much
commitment.
but it is a commitment
Yeah.
because there's time and there's the dedication of, when you're going by your favorite spots and it could just be so easy. You gotta be like, no.
if we can commit to being at the club, if we can commit to the game, if we can commit to go buying the video game or the shoes or the purses,
can commit
then we
to
can commit to
I
ourselves.
totally.
ourselves.
I always too like how you said commit. I like that. I always put it into a story as like, if you can commit to your job,
Right.
okay, if you can commit to smoking this blunt,
Right? Right?
You
We do
you
that.
can commit to at least once a day to treat your body.
Yes,
healthy.
yes,
You
yeah.
deserve that.
I mean, it's
You know?
riding. It's riding.
It's riding.
Yeah.
And just like how you were saying, it's not expensive pocket wise to have a healthier lifestyle. It just takes your mind control.
Yeah.
It definitely
It's a
takes
change of life.
It definitely
Something-
takes mind control. Just getting out, getting some fresh air.
Yes. Yeah.
Getting away from it all, turning off your phone.
Yes.
You
Which was
know,
so nice to do on vacation, I have to
Yeah.
say. Like I not having access because we were not paying. I mean, we did a little posting,
Yeah.
so hubby paid for the internet, but they make you pay for that on the cruise ship. But it was nice. Now, mind you, when I got on Jamaica, and all of a sudden,
phone
was like,
got-
boop, 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 and I was
yeah.
like,
oh, here we go.
sending emails and stuff real quick, and then I got off. But yeah, so just starting with little things like that. I was
Little
speaking with
things,
someone through
yes.
message last night, and I said, I see you. And she's like, what do you mean? I go, no, I see you. And I see the changes she's going through. And she was like, that means a lot. And I said, no, because it's true. I said, I don't know why I have this on my mind to tell you, but I shared something with her. And she says, oh my God. And I said, well, I'm part psychic. She goes, you are, because that's what I'm kind of feeling. But I was kind of telling her, it's okay. Believe, I know. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. I'm Aries. I want everything to happen right now. Why isn't it happening? I want it to happen right now.
Yeah.
It's a process. And so you have
Definitely a
to,
process.
learning how to take care of yourself is a process, but you have to want to.
Yeah.
You have to be accountable. You have to see the broader picture. You have to have a why.
Yes.
In the job interview, they go, what's your why? Why, what is your why? Whatever it is that you want to do, your greatest thought. You can think that you want to sing at the freaking Grand Ole Opry, and that's something deep down, you know what I'm saying, that you really want to do. Take care of yourself so that you can possibly get there, so it's important. Have a why for it. So
the trip about it is a lot of men don't know that their erectional problems come from their diet.
salt,
Blood pressure.
sodium,
No, really.
high blood pressure.
There is a documentary on Netflix. If you watch, I think it's called not the What the Health, but there's another one about athletes. There's another one about athletes, and they run tests. They let them in.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I can see the
But I
little
just can't
thumbnail.
call the name.
Yes.
But yeah, they let them eat a meal with meat in it, and then the next night they did plant-based. They tested their erections, and overnight their erections declined when they ate the meat, but when they ate the plant-based, they went up. And if you saw the black man's erectional percent, it was just.
Oh, hey.
So it's
Might
important.
have some inches, guys. Hey, I don't know. Okay.
And for
important.
ladies too,
no,
because
for ladies
there's
too.
the
Yes.
candida diet, and if a
Yes.
lady is having
Yes.
chronic yeast issues,
Yes.
she has to focus on not
the diet.
feeding the candida and
Well, it makes
improving
sense.
the other
Yeah,
strains.
it makes sense, guys. We will follow, viral videos and things like that say, eat this and your pussy's gonna taste like this.
Exactly.
Well, obviously, so same thing. If you can eat some mango or whatever they say, or for a man's, his good
gotta do the
juice
same thing.
for his good juice, you can definitely taste the difference. For those of you that do, you can taste the difference based on what it is that they've eaten. So that completely makes sense.
So will the Yoni Steams sweeten the pot?
Hey, well, that's a good one. That's a
Actually,
good question. I don't know, baby.
well, no, I'm just kidding.
I definitely I
But
need some.
to answer that, I really quickly want to go back to the penis.
Oh yeah.
Penis. We could say it. What's I don't know why. Yeah, but penis.
Even though we're in, pussy power. Back to
The
that.
D.
Even like if you're having issues with that, Okay, there's herbs out there that will help you
Yes.
with that.
Yes.
My backyard neighbor, okay, I love this lady. She's from India, and me and her always talk about different herbs and whatnot. And she has taught me, and I researched it. Guava leaves
I love guava.
will help if you make that into a tea.
I was gonna say you make anything to a tea. I feel like
If you turn that into a tea, it will help a man. It would pretty much work like a Viagra.
Okay.
So little things like that. There's all types of different ways to help you get better.
Yes.
You know,
Because
That shatavari for the ladies to you know.
Yeah. So like to this
it's Ayurveda,
to
the
the Yoni
Ayurveda is
steam.
the shatavari.
to the Yoni steam, like it helps for numerous of things.
Okay.
Let's just
I can
say
attest.
that. Okay.
Using when you what you sent me,
Numerous of things. Now I've had some personal reviews. Okay, it does. I don't know, but I hear that it does taste more fresher, more sweet. Okay.
I've heard that.
Now for me, like I said, when I talk about it's a natural way to douche, it's because of the heat will activate the lining. Okay, and it will shed off that layer, that first layer that needs to be removed. And a lot.
So
of
go real
that-
quick, since we're kind of getting to. I'm sorry to interrupt, but define Yoni steam, because there's probably people that are like, "What did they just jump to?" Because I feel like we are
How do you
in.
do it?
We're in my living
Let's
room,
jump. Okay, I'm
chilling, talking right now.
Let's
So
backwards. Let's
yeah.
backpack real
Slide.
quick. Back. So, what it is it's a natural way to douche. So douching has been around for a long time, but steaming has been around for centuries. It's been done in Africa. It's been done in all types of different parts of the world.
it
and
just sounds like
very
regal. Can I
ancient.
just imagine,
It's very ancient.
Cleopatra
Yes.
sitting on her throne,
Yes,
sitting on her
it's
Yoni,
very
and
ancient. And since
The
the
real
beginning
Cleopatra,
of
the black one.
time, we've been doing steaming and herbal baths. That
Yes.
has been something that has been
Yes.
a treatment.
The bath
you even think
ritual
about
is
yes,
real.
you think
It's
about
like a
movies
sacred-
and stuff like that.
a
They always
sacred
had
thing.
flowers
Exactly.
and or
Right.
milk and things like that. Or
Right.
some
Well,
form of
yeah.
milk that they were
or
using.
a tea,
Yeah.
a bath like salon type thing where you see everybody just hanging out in
Yeah.
a bath.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it's a sacred time.
That's beautiful.
It is a sacred time
That's
for you
really
to be
beautiful.
one with yourself and to get one with whoever, the universe, God, whoever you're talking to.
Damn,
Put
I feel
your
like they
body
were
back in that
so
water.
they were
Very
so
spiritual.
insightful back there because I'm thinking about and of course I'm picturing movies and things that I've seen, but that comes from somewhere. That comes from truth. That's kind of not only was it good for you individually, but a bunch of women maybe in a bath kind of environment together, all those yonis kind of connecting, I think, through the universe, as you're saying, and be spiritual. Just is why I think that this conversation and when you get together with a room full of women and real queens who are really just being themselves, you get that same kind of energy. So
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm on some shit right now. I don't know what's in that plug.
Right.
But what's in that plug right there?
Yeah, but a
No, but
queen
it's-
needs to be bathed, you know what I
Hey,
mean? And,
hey.
and get your body in that body of water
And
because we can't always be by an ocean or, able to get in the river, but
Right.
we need to just get our body in
And
the water.
something
That's why the
natural
sauna
and
and the
natural
spa.
way
And healing to it, where we came
Exactly.
from, I think,
That's
what
why
we're
it's
made
so
of.
powerful
So, yeah.
for you to be in the sun. It's a
Yes.
natural. It's
I
natural,
I am a
natural source.
sun
Water.
baby.
It's a natural
Yeah.
source.
Yes.
Sometimes I just, just to walk barefoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I was just
Oh my
about to say
gosh.
that.
Yes.
So you just, there you go. Thank you.
And
You
my
already
husband's
caught
like,
that.
put
I was
on
shooting it
some
at
shoes.
you.
Yeah.
Face
Yeah.
on
Just
the
to get
ground.
That's
connected.
grounded.
It is.
Connected
Yes.
with yourself and to the world.
Yes,
all
yes.
around you,
And I
you
wonder
know?
if women feel that much more strongly because we are connected to Mother Earth more.
Well, I think women definitely spend more time kind of in that deep in general, like we're very internal, right?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
male sign is very external and very like surface, not to like put men down,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
the surface is the place between, so they keep it in a,
Yeah, like
they keep
to
it in a
play
focused place that's very
Right.
different. Like, this is what you need to do because
Right.
it's XYZ. You want your man to be like that.
Right.
That's the
Oh,
male
yes.
energy that you crave.
Right.
And we get a little more,
That's why we
the
have
earth
that,
and
that,
honey,
that
need
women's
more sun.
intuition,
Yes,
that
yes,
women's
yes,
intuition,
yes.
And that's what they want from us.
Yeah.
You have
Like,
that
my
feeling.
queen be taking a bath.
Yeah. That I love that. No, I love that.
It's a trip that you said that because with my fiance Moses, he pointed it out to me. He said, "Look at us. It's like dirt, but this is like the roots. So at the end of the day, that's why we're so connected to gardening and to herbs and to everything.
Yeah, that's deep.
We already
love that.
were.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're meant to
Yes.
do.
And that's what I love to do when I'm high.
Right? I love that. I cannot wait to, I would love to be able to just, when we purchase a home, I want to be able to purchase land. Because I want to be able to take care of ourselves. One, because I definitely think that, this is my quirky side, there could be some type of apocalypse of something.
Right.
Something. Or, we don't take care of this planet.
Right.
Well,
She's
there's
going
an
to.
Earth crisis.
She's going to. Yeah.
And we should stop bullshitting
climate
and
control. I
save
say it all the
Mother
time.
Earth.
We have
because-
11 years to fix it, or it's irreversible.
And still Pulse
see,
said it back in the
doesn't-
80s. They made
telling
the
you.
album Earth Crisis,
Yeah.
and they did the whole album about get it
Right.
together.
Yeah,
people,
but so
you
if there's
know?
no apocalypse, I definitely think we
We
is
are
in
the
our foreseeable
apocalypse.
future that we could live in a very dystopian type of world, where things aren't growing and things like that.
Our choices.
That's already gonna. That's happening.
Yes.
And that's
that black lady that's on NBC with the weird name on Sunday mornings.
The lady. Oh,
Did the CNN usual CNN record.
yes. Oh, gosh. What's her name? Damn it. I know who you're talking about.
He said that our lives and our grandkids' lives, we would never see an apocalypse happen. That's the dude that works at NASA. They said they already got it planned out and precautions in place to take care of it. But
That's what they told him to say.
Never happened.
That's what they told him to
Never
say, because
happened.
they all got that spaceship, that top 1% in those bunkers. That's why it's all those all those rich people that have bunkers.
Let's
and
just
they're
all
on that
be more
spaceship to
mindful.
Mars.
When we're
No.
more mindful and prepared for our own disasters, right?
Yeah.
Keep
Soledad
your
O'Brien.
mind in a place where you're connected to other people.
Yeah.
And you pay attention to
balance.
what's going on in the world and try to do something about it in proximity to yourself. You don't have to concern yourself with a mass apocalypse, but be prepared for emergencies of your own sort.
Yeah,
right?
and
Of all
I don't know why I
sorts.
feel that, my great grandma, Mama Dia, she'd be like, girl, you don't know how to take a chicken and be able, you know what I'm saying, a live chicken, and then your family has dinner. No, I do not.
Survive. She's
I don't.
like, do you know how to survive?
Don't even clean chickens. Like I.
But
I don't,
see, that's
so,
one thing.
But that's
I mean, I'm gonna get off, but they didn't teach us that,
facts.
right.
That part.
and they know how to
That part.
do it.
Yes.
Right.
And
Yeah.
they didn't teach us how to can. They didn't teach us how to catch
Yep.
a fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or go ahead and get the eggs. They don't.
Yeah.
Or even back to the herbs. Let's just go back to that. They
Yeah.
didn't even teach us about certain herbs, to
Like
take,
castor oil.
or why you were taking.
Take castor oil to
Why-
induce your labor. What? I'm sure there's
Why
something.
were when I was
yeah, that
you're
type of
taking
thing. Yeah.
this oil that tastes nasty when you're little. You're like, I don't know, but
Yeah.
my mama making me take it.
Yeah.
You never were explained.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're coming back to.
Yes.
You
Which
know, a little bit.
leads us what we were saying
are
earlier.
coming back a
Yeah,
little bit.
we were saying it before we
around
started recording
full
about
circle.
seeing, that douche bag or whatever that, that
Right,
pink
right.
bag.
Yeah.
If you guys can remember ever being at your grandmama's
Oh
house
yeah,
or
that
grandmama's.
douche bag.
Yes, that douching bag, and being like, what is that?
What is
that
that?
wasn't the,
We're coming
and we
back, yeah.
now we're finding, and your
coming
products
back.
lead
These
to
are
that.
bad for you.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
These things are
Well,
not
they
useful.
just want to commercialize everything. So if you don't know how to can and you don't know how to survive and you
Yes.
don't know
Do it,
how
yeah.
to do for your body,
Right.
you just become something to feed a machine,
Yeah.
something to here, give me
Yeah.
what I need
Yeah.
instead of show me how to do it for myself.
Yeah,
Right.
that's how consumerism was built on that. I mean, our whole, manufacturing or production era of
But that shit's
of our
causing an
country
earth crisis.
is yes.
So we gotta
yes.
cut that
So all
shit out, people.
So all those, the manufacturing time, all those factories
It's a
that were built
lot.
and stuff.
It's a
That's
lot.
that's what's done
And I think-
damage.
but women, let's do it. Let's do it with our baths.
And that's what we're doing. So yes,
And
so-
cannabis.
and getting back to so and Yoni
And
Steams. So
talking to people
yes,
about it.
so
Yeah,
so go ahead and take
but
one more
yeah,
time and break that down.
I just wanted
Like
to
I said,
break
I've
it
done
down the Yoni Steam because when we talked about them not telling us right about why we're taking certain things, that's going back to steaming. I think a lot of my followers want to steam. A lot of my family and friends want to steam. The ones that don't or haven't even tried it or are not into this community, but they're scared.
Yeah.
They're so scared. And before.
Because we're programmed.
I will
that
laugh.
fear comes out of
but
knowledge,
I'm
lack of knowledge.
I'm gonna definitely get into the reasons why. But I would definitely laugh at first in my head, of course.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, They're scared of steaming. But you're gonna stick a tampon,
Right?
in?
Well,
That's what I was just thinking.
Steam get up in there
But you're
though.
gonna. I'll go.
Yes,
with that.
please,
Okay.
because look,
You know, but
it's been.
I just
it's
wanna
so-
know.
It's been
it's
10
so-
weeks and we've had this conversation.
it's
Like,
so,
we've been on the
like-
phone and I've been like, I'm about to get off.
Yeah.
I'm about to get off the phone with you right now.
Steaming,
Because
real quick,
but
you
yes.
should steam if you have just
Listen up.
given birth.
Yes.
Okay.
definitely.
You want to increase your sex drive. You want to
Yes,
increase
okay.
your sex drive. Steam. If you want to regulate your hormones, steam. If you frequently get BV or yeast infections, steam. You have painful or irregular cycles, steam. You want to increase your moisture, steam. If you just want to start practicing self-care and just start loving on yourself, steam.
I'm gonna say, and if you are making the change from using tampons and pads to menstrual cups, which I've done in the past year, and it will change your life because that's also something that's better for you.
It is.
I
And
know
the
that
environment.
I know that there's organic things
Better
coming
for
out,
the
and that's great.
environment,
So
that's
even
for
if you make a
sure.
move there, but you're also once again putting a foreign object into your body, whether it's
Yes.
organic or not, which
Yes.
is our body's not used to that. That's not what
Exactly.
our thing's supposed to come out of
Right.
that.
Exactly.
Birth,
there's-
life,
there's-
not
There's
So
so many,
yeah.
Different ways
And reasons
why
that-
why to steam. Let alone it helps you just fight with just postpartum healing, womb cleansing, just reproductive support. And like I was saying, I had issues after my twins. I was getting like muscle spasms and stuff. And I started steaming. I started off doing ritual baths, and then I started steaming. And to be honest with you, I don't have any of those problems anymore.
I think that's fantastic.
But when you want to get into how to steam, there's different ways on how to steam. I have a close friend of mine. She does not. She's just weirded out by the whole steaming thing. So she puts it in her bath. So I've created a blend for her where she puts it in a stocking and she loads up her bath.
Okay.
So that
I like that.
all that doesn't get everywhere, and she still gets the
That's smart.
benefits
Of
the
that.
steam
Okay.
once her pores are open and it will go
That's
into her
really smart. See,
bloodstream.
I didn't know that was what. That's
Yes.
awesome.
So that's another
Wow, okay.
way of receiving the benefits of the herbs of the steam.
What a way
the
to
actual way.
provide for a
alternative.
different type, a
An
different type of
alternative.
client need.
And
It's
for
fantastic.
me, to be honest with you, I do it like that most of the time
Okay.
because I love baths.
Yes. yes. I will say I follow her. She does.
I love baths.
She makes me want to be like, oh, I want to go take a bath. Her bath looks fantastic.
There is not I'll do a bath morning, day, and night. It's my time to just reflect on life and just calm
Yeah, you have
myself,
two baby
calm my
girls, so
nerves.
that's a lot of energy, a lot of female
The
energy in the house.
original way on how to steam is to get some type of stool or chair. So you're gonna sit. Now they have created steaming stools.
Yes, you can find them on Amazon.
On
That's
Amazon,
yes,
where
yeah.
it's a whole,
You can have
and
one.
just
Someone make it
comfy
for
and
you.
you sit
yeah.
on there. I've made my own as well, but they got fancy on me. But if you're at home and you have a chair and you're just sitting on the very edge of your chair, like how you at the doctors and you're getting the what is it, ladies?
The path hair. The
Pap-
path.
pap
Yes,
smear.
that awesome
Pelvic
thing.
Yes.
Yay.
So you're sitting on the edge of the chair, but you're sitting up. You want to make sure you have on socks.
Yep.
Okay. The reason why is because it's going to keep your body warm, and it's going to allow you to retain all of the, let's say, vitamins and minerals that will
That's
go
okay.
into the bloodstream.
That's okay because stuff
Okay.
really, it leaves out your
Right.
feet, right?
One,
yeah. Okay.
one thing I highly stress, there's two things to people, is three things. Do not steam if you have an IUD.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Do not steam when it's hot. Okay. You get the water, put it on your inner, like how you would do a bottle. If that's a lukewarm, then go ahead and steam.
Okay, that's good to know because
A
I
lot
take
of- a
hot
lot
ass
of
showers
ladies,
and I would
'cause
probably do it.
we
hot,
like
okay.
heat,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then we're like, oh, that's warm. It's still steamy. I can definitely get that. You're gonna burn yourself. So you definitely don't want to do that. Enough steam will get into your bloodstream. But what you're gonna do is put a towel or a blanket around you. Okay. I have one of those big African dresses.
Yeah, those are perfect. Okay.
So I use that as well. Sometimes when I'm just watching TV, I will get a blanket, or if I'm writing my poetry, I'll get my blanket just to be nice and calm and warm. But you're going to wrap that around you so the steam can stay trapped in. And this is at home. This is you doing this at home.
Yeah.
Like I said, they have gotten chairs now where they can, like a steamer, where you walk into the steamer and you just zip it up.
Yeah,
and your
you've
head's
seen that, yes.
poking out, and then you don't have to worry about the blanket.
Yeah, and they used to use that before just for like weight loss. Yeah.
It's actually a sauna.
Oh yes, that's what.
People don't know that.
Okay.
It's actually a sauna, but because this thing is trending, people got smart and they turned that into a way for you to steam.
Okay, I'm just seeing
they sell it at Walmart. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good investment.
Releases toxins for sure. So
exactly.
Are you intended to like? Should you be warming up down there? Like, should things be getting hot?
Yes.
You want a temperature rise, right?
That's why
Okay.
you have the blanket
right.
on
You want some sweat?
Yeah, you want some sweat. Okay. You kind of want some discharge.
Right.
Yeah.
You kind of do want that because
it's really cleaning.
It's cleaning.
Yep.
It's cleaning you out. You don't want to go
like
more
steaming
than,
the sinuses, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. And the face.
You don't want to exceed no more than 15 minutes.
Okay.
Oh god, I think I did mine for like 30. I was chilling, I was reading a book. It was so nice. Nobody bothered me. Like, I seriously,
you can't get caught up in the moment.
Yeah, I did. My leg would numb. Like,
You really can.
Okay.
I have been in a position when I was doing it in my room. And I would lock my door, and my music would be on, and I would just be in there reading my book, and I would be in a total like zip.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Because it really does give you a relaxing.
It's sounding very intimate.
Relaxing. It is very intimate.
And you have CBD infused ones as well, and then uninfused ones, or you just doing?
I don't.
Okay. Okay.
The reason why I don't want to infuse
You were doing the CBD bath bombs. My bad.
Yes, I don't want to infuse the CBD with the Yoni Steam just because that area is so sensitive.
Okay.
So I don't want to do that, but I will tell you this though. This year we are making a product. This is some of the base for it. Where we're doing a massage, an edible massage oil.
Oh, nice.
But I am going to create first the non-edible. And she's actually my help with that because I get my butters and stuff from her.
I don't like we gonna talk.
But we are gonna, if you would screw that off, that has about over 10 different herbs and flowers in it. And it's been steeping for about 90 days so far.
Is this
I
the
have a few
non-edible?
jars. This is the non-edible.
Non-edible, okay.
This is the non-edible. But this would be used as a massage yoni oil. You can use it as a lubricant, massage oil.
Hey, look, I had this one spicy one from the
anything.
Philippines once. I was like, whoa! Oh my goodness!
And it has different types of herbs. I don't want to give everything
in here,
away,
it
but you
looks
will see
like-
the lemongrass.
Yes, I'm
as
saying you
actual
can you
lemongrass,
can say the words.
the-
You can
the
pronounce what everything is in
passion
here.
flower.
Smells good. Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
yeah, that passion
That
flower
smells
right
really
there.
good.
Gets you real relaxed.
Yes,
Jasmine, that is
Jasmine
awesome.
in there.
That smells really good.
And
I wish you guys
jasmine
could
is
smell.
a natural flower that helps
nice.
out with sex, just in
Mm-hmm.
libido.
Oh,
It will
yes.
definitely increase your libido. I didn't know that at first, and I was just like it because it had my name. And y'all, I don't need it. Okay,
I don't need that help, but
I was a rabbit.
okay,
like,
okay. And this was just having it like in a
really
tea
work.
or
I was thinking about own blends, okay? And I gotta be careful when I do my own blends.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
find
do.
out
You
later,
that.
I'm like, oh, it did that too. Didn't know that, So, that's
like
what the Jasmine hat
Yes.
did. But all of those in there are specially crafted for the woman.
Okay, and her needs.
For down there in her
Great.
needs.
For her,
And for her needs.
Rub down
Yeah, so
needs.
people need to
Definitely.
stay tuned
Tantric
and
massage.
follow
Stay
you.
tuned.
And
We're doing an edible one, and it's funny because I had
we'll
reached
have
out
it back
to
on.
I had reached out to Chazz on the edible one.
Okay.
Hint,
Shout
hint,
out, Billy
hint.
Boo. I know, right.
But regardless, the non-edible one will be up and running within the next 30 days, which I'm so excited
Fantastic.
about. This one here, this one is infused. I've had it for a while because I use it as a test on me and my kids, but it is actual a cold and flu solve.
Oh, okay. That's just what I was talking about. All right.
Yes.
Oh, yep.
So
This smells exactly like what I'm sure you probably
What you
put
made?
together a little bit more because mine was just like at one point I was using Vaseline,
okay.
and just because I didn't have any more coconut oil or anything.
Okay.
But
Yes,
see,
and that is
that's
a
what I
mixture
made for-
blend.
yeah.
A mixture blend of like shea
okay,
and coconut,
I can smell
and with
it.
a little bit of oils and
Peppermint.
essential oils. Yes, peppermint, clove.
Okay,
Clove is a very good
that's a
one to
good
help
one.
you with cold and flu.
okay.
And you know that's going back to grandma and,
Yes.
and great grandmas.
Yes, yeah.
They didn't teach us how clove is a remedy for so many things, and it's in our pantry. They could put it on
Yes,
Thanksgiving.
yes, right. That's the only time too.
Original,
Making dressing when you
A
get your
whole
turkey.
big old bottle of
A
clove.
clove sitting in there
original
for.
dentistry.
I
Clove.
know.
Yeah.
When you have a
Right.
toothache,
Yeah.
clove.
Oh, see,
So,
look
yeah.
at this, guys.
People don't know that.
Educating the
You
hell out of
know?
y'all this episode. Educating
So-
the hell out of y'all. So we have some
different
products that are coming
things.
up that are going to expand, you know, what you're providing, what you're
Yes.
blessing us with.
Yes.
But I can say I have utilized the bath bombs.
Yes.
She has, you know, actually come to a couple of my events.
Yes.
And my husband was like, "Really? It was still on the way here." I was like, "Yeah, she's been out here before." You
Yeah.
should, you know. You know, it's
And the bath
fantastic to be able
bombs
to
are
see the growth.
infused.
Yeah, the bath bombs.
The
So
bath bombs are infused.
you guys looking for that, you know, you definitely have some place to go. We definitely want to support our queens. We want to support
Yes.
local. And so do you have anything else that's within your product line that you want to like kind of
No,
highlight?
I just
and then
wanted to
you show
just
yours?
maybe show the camera there. This is the Yoni Steam.
Okay.
And it does have 10 different blends. It's 10 blend, so it has 10 different herbs in it, and they are all formulated for a woman.
That's fantastic.
Yes,
So if someone
all.
says, or hormonal stuff's like stuff's getting crazy, so you know exactly what to be able to put
Yeah.
together to
Even
curate
trouble
for them.
trouble conceiving.
Okay.
It'll help.
Can you
I have
name
heard
some of
that
the
doulas
different
using that
herbs
and
that
things
you
like
put
that.
in there for different issues? Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have mugwort, which is
Okay.
awesome. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is one of my favorite herbs because it is actually there's only about 5 herbs out there that deal with stress,
Okay.
and ashwagandha is one of them.
Okay. And where do you purchase? People definitely, if you're interested, you have to do your due diligence, as we said before.
Yes.
So I know that can be scary, that can be frustrating because, of course, it's just not readily available. But we have a lot,
I
stores and
haven't- I
things now
haven't
that you can
distrib-
go and
yes.
find. But
I go through a herb company called Star West. They're actually based out here in Sacramento, but they do only work. They work with people that just want to buy.
okay,
But they're meant for businesses.
okay,
So when you receive it, it's looking like you're receiving it for a business because how they do the packaging. They're very, very, very certified.
okay,
They get their herbs from the region.
okay.
So, like for instance, the ashwagandha is a native to India,
Okay.
and that's where my ashwagandha came
Oh
from.
wow, okay,
Yeah.
all right. So
So like I have a coworker. She's
things
from
you can
India,
verify easily,
and I
verifiable.
was trying to like get a point, with it. And I made her some tea, and I go, oh, and it has ashwagandha in it. I don't know if you know. She goes, I just bought a big old bag. And she just came back from India. She goes, I just bought a big old bag of ashwagandha. I go, oh, give me like half of that. Give me like,
Let me see the real deal.
Because it is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're only gonna get so much for so little. I mean, just because of what it is so powerful and what it does.
Yeah.
So ashwagandha, raspberry leaf.
Oh yeah.
Raspberry
What is
leaf.
this one for? The one you're naming off right now. What would
The
it?
For the
What
young
would it
skin.
help? Yeah.
Oh, with multiple different things. I have
Okay.
a list here.
Okay.
So, menstrual pain, fertility, prolonged periods, which definitely.
That red raspberry.
Yes.
Yes, that's what it
Look at
is.
you.
Oh,
Look at you
yeah.
over here.
I
I
knowing
told you
stuff.
my mom was an herbalist.
She
What do you
knows
expect
stuff.
me to
She
just
be knowing
you
stuff.
know?
And
No.
red raspberry leaf
Yes.
helps so many different things for
Yes.
feminine menstrual
Oh,
issues,
okay.
especially
Yes.
prolonged menstrual
Yes.
cramps.
And
Yeah.
hard fibroids probably
Yes.
too when
I
they
was
start
just-
acting up.
Yes,
yeah.
fibroids,
Very
pox,
Wow. I mean, you.
and menopause.
Just
You
here,
know,
it's here, guys. It's planted. It grows.
menopause is I want to say candela.
Okay.
That. I have a list here. I can't go off the top of my head. Rose
Rose are good. Okay.
petals
Yes.
are definitely good for your menstrual. A lot of these things are good for menstrual, to be honest with you.
I mean,
that's what we have a lot of issues
Connecting
with.
that. Yeah. It's that
Well, it
connection
also
though.
help
Yeah.
menstrual people to be less bitchy, like
Yeah.
You
Is
know
that
that-
right?
like that.
Right?
You know,
Right? We can't help it.
that just all
We can't
comes
help it.
into just getting attuned to yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people got to learn themselves.
Okay.
And be accountable.
And be
Yes.
accountable.
Because you see
And-
people learning themselves on reality
What-
TV. You be like, oh, see, your problem, girl, is you don't know yourself.
Right?
Yeah, you don't. You need to lighten up and don't be ashamed.
Right.
And
A
it's
lot of people are ashamed and they don't want to do certain things or they're too good.
yeah,
and,
yeah. It's
they're not gonna
so
do
much
that.
better when you can be
Look out.
authentic and you let people see you authentically going
Yeah,
through a
just be
journey.
free.
Like
Yeah.
just be
Yeah.
that, you know.
Just be free.
You're not perfect. Like nobody, you know.
Right.
But nobody
Look,
is.
no.
And that's one thing with the Yoni Steam. People are embarrassed to say what their issues are.
Mhm. And we have to get away from
And
that.
we have to get away from that. We are human beings. Nobody is perfect.
Yes, we all do. We all
Everybody
know
is-
everybody.
is
We all. If there's a
going
book
through
saying we all poop,
something.
then
We
why
all-
are we like we
Right?
all
Why
have
are we
the same
acting
thing?
like
Yeah.
I'm a superwoman? No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually have issues.
And
that-
this body
and
that we're
that-
in is very complex.
It's
and we
very
don't have any control. We
complex.
can't tell stuff to stop doing that. Don't do
Right.
that. You
Don't
know?
do that.
It doesn't work
but
like
I
that.
got something that can help. it.
Yes.
So-
Right. Right. I love that. So
But
Yeah.
yes, we just have to get okay with the saying, okay, I'm ready to help myself.
Yes,
We have
yes.
to get okay with that and fully understand that it's okay to ask for help.
and that comes into really being okay with who you are
Yeah.
and who you're
Who
meant to
you
be.
are.
You're not meant to
Yeah.
be your parents or anybody else. So,
Exactly.
you know, that comes with being reaching that level of understanding and being comfortable in that as well. It's all a process, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so both of the products here that we have today, I mean, we can talk about it forever.
Yes,
And
probably.
I'm sure the men in the room are like, are they?
You
are
made
they,
me a
are they still
believer.
going? But yes, she was very
Nice.
much. Let me tell you,
steam.
producer was like, should I talk to her beforehand and, she told Jazmine, and let her know how Vita feels, you know, let her know, maybe come ready. I was like, I think she can handle it. Like I was like, I think she'll be okay because she's
Listen,
been very passionate about it. But
After,
she's
after meeting
our
you, I
medical
can see
kind of-
you're a reasonable person,
Yeah.
and you're not going to make false claims just to
Yes,
sell
yes.
some junk.
Yes.
I
Yes,
think
no,
that we all
definitely,
know if
no.
someone had a real, like they had an STD, you know what I
Right,
mean,
right,
or you were
right.
bleeding quite profusely,
Right,
you go to the
Right.
doctor.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
she ain't telling y'all, you know, that the steam can clear your clap. That's not gonna happen.
yeah.
What
I mean,
she's
get back
telling
out
you
there.
that.
You good, steam,
I
and then
didn't
get
say
back
that.
out there. Throw it around. Throw it around.
No. She's saying that as a
help
part of your
maintain.
wellness
Yes.
journey.
So
as a part
with-
of your health and
Yes.
reclaiming it.
Exactly.
You will
And it's a
do these kind of
journey.
sweats and you will
Yes.
fix your diets and the way
Yes.
you know, it's a
Yes.
part of your wellness journey.
It's totally
And
a
then
part of
you're
it.
helping heal your issue,
You
not
are.
just looking for a magic
you deserve it.
ta-da.
Yes, it's
Right.
okay
You
to do
deserve
it.
it.
Just put
You
the time in.
know?
You can do
Put
it.
the time in
So-
and just do
Treat
it.
your yoni right.
Yes,
Yes.
yourself.
Okay.
I mean, from our hair, which is we are definitely in a movement of understanding that our hair is our crown.
Yes.
I know that I've gone through that. So, like I said, I would love to talk to you about a product that's going to work best for me. You know, both product lines here, both of what you queens have, the intent behind it is so purposeful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It makes me feel blessed to be able to be in your presence. And I hope that it comes out to everybody in understanding what is behind, you know, what your brand is, what you're doing. Of course, this is a means to an end, but it's a means to an end because it's what you're meant to do. So I definitely want to give you guys the opportunity. I want to have you guys back, you know, for another episode, you know, and talk about how when we do our next Pussy Power episode, it's going to be maybe a little bit more about the get down and the bump and uglies and all that good stuff.
Right.
Have you bring some stuff?
Kidding.
Yeah, we today, look, we ain't got that much time. Everybody's like, y'all been live for about 90 minutes now. I like you, but so, you know, my international viewers, I wanted to shout that out.
energy.
We do have international viewers. I did want to, you know, kind of toot our own horn here. We found out that we have some in Poland, Australia,
nice.
New Zealand, and Brazil. So, you know, I want to be mindful of their time if they are watching live.
Yes.
You know.
Hi.
But yes, both of these ladies have great product lines.
Yeah.
Definitely anybody out there, you may have one, issue, one of the two, or you may have both. And I even call them issue, but need to repair and to change that part of your lifestyle and your health and wellness. So I want to give you guys an opportunity to shout out how people can contact you, your social media. Also, when we post, your information will be linked there. If you guys miss it somehow, you know how to contact me, and I can get you in connection. But we'll go ahead and we'll start here. Shout out your Instagram, your website, whatever you have.
Yes, on Instagram and Facebook is where you can find us. On Instagram, we are at Sacredgardenroots. Sacredgardenroots. On our Facebook, it is Sacredgardenroots Wellness Center. So just check us out. I'm always giving you guys updates with different herbs that I'm bringing to the menu and how it can treat you and just help you live a better lifestyle. Rather that be the bath bombs, Yoni Steams are my famous teas that I like.
Nice. I like that. Fire.
Yeah.
And so you can find me. I'm actually just simple. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram at Urban Body Tea. It's spelled HERBNBODYTEA, and that's at all sites, all social media sites. Email's the same, urbanbodytea@gmail.com.
Okay.
Feel free to email, message, comment. I'll reply like in a heartbeat if I
Awesome.
can.
Yes.
Because I braid still too. So.
Be on that side. I can see her just.
So yeah, definitely.
I love it. I actually kind of miss that. I mean, I love having short hair, and I love this, but that was kind of spiritual and ritualistic as well.
Yeah.
Just reminds me of that latest episode of Blackish, the hair episode. It was it's very good, powerful.
Myself as a counselor sometimes.
Yes,
No,
definitely,
you are.
very much,
Yeah,
very much.
are.
I mean, who knows what tribe you came from? Maybe your tribe was the ones that provided the health and wellness and the beauty,
I'm going
and
to find out.
that's exactly what I want to do.
Seriously,
That's something that I want to do too. So,
Madam C.J. Walker, she's
There you go.
the
Yeah,
black hair.
definitely.
She had a lifestyle, so let's just shout out to her.
Yes,
She did
yes.
something for black people. For
I want to
real.
thank you, ladies, for the gifts and for the products that they
Yes,
blessed
thank
us with.
you.
I will be utilizing, and just like everything else, I will share. I will definitely post about it and let you guys know. So really quickly, I know I'm already over, guys. Don't shoot me. But I did want to go ahead and give a couple of shout outs to some events that are coming up. Like I said, this weekend, Create and Elevate, brought to you by the Marijayne Maven and at Monthleaf. And that is January the 18th, this Saturday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then there's also, there's a lot of events going on. We shouted out Sound of Art.
Classy 50.
Yes, and then there is an event right around the corner at actually everything. My event and this next event and that event is all within Oak Park area.
We taking the
the
twerk
twerk
game.
class. We're taking the twerk class. That's right.
Shout out twerk games.
So
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Bang Bang Niner Gang. Yes, that part. But there's going to be an event at the it's at what you call it? What's the theater, babe? Yep, there you go. Guild Theater. Yes. Do yep. Guild Theater. It's called Live from the 35, hosted by Big Omizi and Drew Burks.
True.
January 18th at 6 p.m. Tickets you purchase for $10.
Yes.
I have a friend. His we'll put his Instagram, his hashtag, and all that. He has an album coming out. What'd you say? Oh, there we go. We got everything. He has an album coming out, and he's going to be part of this competition. It's kind of like a showcase.
Nice.
So that's going on. Now, our next couple of episodes, we have next week the content creator extraordinaire. I love this girl. I love her energy. I posted about it the other day and said, in my head, we're friends. She's like my cousin in my head. Content creator Tyler Therapy. That's going to be next week, January the 22nd. We're going to be Skyping in with her 'cause she stays busy down in the SoCal area.
Nice.
And then on the 29th of January, we have two guests. We have a good friend of mine, JP, who's going to be coming in. You met him.
Finally.
Yes, but we're also going to have
Just kidding.
the great owner of Tailored Mind Studios. is Taylor Pennell. I'm making sure I say her last name right. And she actually has a studio opening that's going to be on February the 1st. So she's going to be talking about that. You guys can follow her and find out more about that. Then on the 5th, we have Monthleaf. My girl from Monthleaf is going to be back in the house. We may have, we may do a little like reunion and get Popcorn Celebrity in here too. Do a little reunion there. And then on the 26th, we have a host of another podcast. And she's a host of a podcast called Highly Sexual Podcast. So that's going to be our next Pussy Power episode. Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about that. And then actually the 5th, maybe the 5th or the 12th, we are going to also be testing the Marijayne Maven, I'm going to call it lube or oil. So we'll test it out before and come back with some reviews. Well, I don't know if you guys want to have us test it out here. We could, though. I used to do passion parties, and we had stuff, and I would go, somebody be volunteer. And I get her volunteer. I'd be like, okay, now go in the bathroom and go ahead and just rub this. And she's like, you serious? I was like, no. And then come back out. And yeah. So one last thing. I have to talk about this to wrap up here really quickly. We had a conversation the other day. I said something to her about, you came back with Erica Mena. I don't remember what I said, but I was like,
you said, is she relevant?
Oh, yes. So I said I wanted to talk about Friends because she said she didn't watch Friends. So I wanted to talk about why Black people don't like Friends. I love Friends, but we'll table that for another time because I love Friends. It's funny as shit ever, okay? So what I did want to talk about is when she said that, my husband was sitting next to me, and I was like, she said Erica Mena. And he was like, who? And I was like, exactly. How do you let somebody that's like the C-line, D-line character, she's not even like super important.
She's trying to compete. She's trying to get in there.
The main purpose.
She's trying to get in there with the Kenyas, like she's trying to be a heel.
I mean, I wanted to like kind of have an intervention. Just be like, just don't. You're not even giving your energy to like the star. You're giving it to like
Safari.
The sign. Safari. I'm always gonna call him that because of the girl that was on Flavor of Love. The one that was like, you want some lip chap? You remember the girl Safari?
Yes.
So I'm always going to call. I know that's not your name.
Hey,
name,
she
but
was
like
funny because she saw, Lord, please help me not
to
to whoop
beat
this
this
bitch ass.
yes. And prayed. It was like, amen. Yes, and it was like, you want some lip chap? That's what she did. Best shit ever. Yeah, we have the best stuff. We were talking about music earlier. We all were in here just for 4-part harmony. We were saying we had the much better R&B and we had much better reality TV back in the day.
We did.
I mean, I will always say she smashed the homie. Is like
Danger,
right? Yes. If
hey,
you know,
Danger
you know.
was bad though.
She was.
She was so cute.
Yes, I'm waiting to wrap up. I know the music. We have the wrap up music. Like I'm winning my award. Just wrap up music. No, so everybody, this is another episode that I could just talk forever. We could. The vibe in here. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Yes.
I want to thank you, ladies, you queens, so much. I want to thank Mr. Jones over here, who's our engineer this evening. I want to thank hubby, the producer. You guys can always find me on IG at Menage with the Marijayne and at the Marijayne Maven. Yes. Facebook page, not really going there, but Facebook page, Menage with the Marijayne Maven podcast. Twitter, Menage with the Marijayne Maven podcast as well. YouTube, you found us here. If you're watching, Menage with the Marijayne Maven channel, please like and subscribe. Go follow us on all streaming platforms.
She's on Apple too.
All streaming platforms. My producer just got us on iHeartRadio. Yes. So you can find us everywhere, like everywhere. Wherever he hears about, he's on it.
What's up?
Yes, so you can find us there, and you know where to find Miss Vita here as well.
Too sexy.
I'm gonna
on the IG, and there's Vita Too Sexy too, but there's nothing going on there. So
and our new Patreon account, you can find us on there as well. Patreon.com/Menage with the Marijayne Maven. You guys want to check that out because we're going to be providing some extra content, some behind the scenes stuff. Maybe I would try out my lube and give you guys a little. I'm just kidding.